Oh, I was going to click it the other way so that you weren't in the stream. But anyways, we'll do it with you in the stream. All right, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another Saturday night question and answer. Technically, it's episode 2 where we interview a fellow YouTuber or a collector to get to know him and kind of help us get closer as a community. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So, going to welcome Dre to the show.
Hey, everybody.
Now, Dre, you've been at this YouTube stuff for a while, eh?
Yes, I have. This is, let's see. I would say this is officially my 9th year.
Okay. Yeah, and you said it's your third go around, right?
It's my third go around. Yes, I've had 3 shows that were 3 different channel ideas that were all stemmed from or tied to geek culture and in some small way education, but it wasn't till this current iteration where I feel it coalesced better.
Yeah.
And I think that, and you're a part of the group, so you definitely see it. I feel like the first 2, I was more focused on what can I do to get me out there versus what can I do to help others not go through the pitfalls I went through starting YouTube.
Yeah. Awesome. So your current channel is Collector Safe Space. So you want to tell us about Collector Safe Space? And
sure. The Collector Safe Space.
For anybody that's not familiar with your channel.
Exactly. For anybody that doesn't know, the Collector Safe Space, the name actually stems from a bad incident that happened last year around October. I met T3 through doing his mental health panel, which I love, and I've been an active part of that with him. But I was in a group that was, for lack of a better way of saying it, they didn't know their footing. And I'm a take charge kind of dude. I'm an alpha personality. And I wanted to grow the group because I felt like if we all are like-minded collectors and have fun, why not build on that? And I started to, and within the group, there was like people that didn't like what I was doing and they wouldn't tell me. And I'm like, we're all grown men. Like, why can't anybody have a conversation with me and tell me? Why am I hearing it through 3rd, 4th, 5th parties? Yeah. Eventually, one day I get blocked from the group and kicked out, and I was horribly like roasted. Like, people came to me and were like, "You're a bad person. You're this. You're that," and it really hurt my self-esteem. I was depressed. I started crying about it. People were like, "Oh, I can't believe that this hurt you." I was like, "Well, these are people I call friends."
Yeah. Yeah.
They did this to me, and I don't know why. What happened? Eventually, Luis, Darth LBJ, came to me and explained to me what was going on and was like, "Hey, I don't take sides. You're not a bad dude. This is what people were saying about you." And it made me feel reinvigorated. And I would say, instead of being with all that piss and vitriol, I decided to go and do something positive.
Yeah.
And that's what built this. I took my channel, and I was like, it was Suo's Geek Vault for a minute. Yeah. It was like, I said, this can't be about me. It's got to be about me saving people from those negative influences in the community and creating a newer community that people can enjoy collecting, because the hobby comes first.
Yes,
not the drama. The thing is, we all come together because we love plastic.
Yeah.
We love toys, or comic books or whatever you collect, And I feel like that's where my channel has kind of gone. And now the group is blown up. You're a member in it, and I love that you're a part of it. I've gotten to know you better, and I'm getting to know the other guys better. And it feels like, and we're now starting to branch out onto Discord, and we're doing so many positive things. We just got our logo. We have our Twitter account. We're doing a lot of things to help build and foster community. And that's what it is.
It's a great group of people, though.
Oh yeah,
they're awesome, man. Like, I'm even like with the little stream that we did last night, man. I was having a blast with T3, Carlos, and Dave, and yourself. Yeah, it was just fun, man. Just getting on, and we all have similar personalities as well. Like we like to razz on each other and tease each other and carry on, but it's all good fun. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a
So
group of brothers.
it's pretty awesome, man. I appreciate you guys kind of invite me into your group and all that stuff. It's been pretty awesome. I gotta say.
When I saw you with being interviewed with Phil, and I was like, I got to get a taste of like people's personalities, and I think I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about people is that if I can vibe with you and we can like do what you said, like we can just kind of rip on each other, and we all know it's in good fun because it's like what brothers do.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because it's like we have that fraternity. Like we all, like we said last night on the stream, we can make fun of each other as much fun as we can, but nobody outside of us can make fun of us and hurt anybody in the group because we will come together and take care of each other, and it's been proven. So I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So what's your plan? So like I know like you're probably one of those people, you don't really care about the views, the numbers, and all that stuff, right? But what's your goal for your channel, for the Collector Safe Space? Is just keep growing as a group of people and just continue on what you're doing, being a positive role model for the community and that kind of stuff, and just kind of bring everybody together? Or
it's twofold. I would say that there is a little bit more of I would love for it to grow and grow, like it's kind of been an organic thing. You know, I listen to like what Phil, what Carlos, what everybody says as far as advice wise to look at the analytics and stuff like that. But then like I said, this is my third go around. Like to me, I cared so much about the numbers. I neglected like time with my kids and my wife. And it's like now I don't want to care as much as the analytics, but on the same breath, I want to see this grow and become successful, that where if there was money generated by the channel, I can use that fundage to do stuff for us, buying shirts and getting buttons and pins, and eventually growing it to be where it becomes like a network. Where we can all like say, hey, Chris is on, like if I don't go on my YouTube, but Chris can be on there and everybody will know, hey, it's Chris, look at him, he's hey, who cares? Hey, look, it's Dave and Chris are doing stuff. Exactly. You know, I feel like that's where my goal is, to eventually, and that's what we're using Discord for now, to like kind of promote each other, to get out there, because there's a lot of groups that are very cliquish and have like locked themselves. They're like, hey, I only work with my 5 guys and like that's it. I don't want to collaborate with anybody. And I'm not about that. Like whatever happens to the collaborations that we want to see, you know? And I just want to say this. I'm not ignoring you, chat. I love you guys. I see.
We're going to get caught up. We're going to get caught up.
We're getting caught up. And I just want you guys to know that we love you. And this is part of why I do what I do, is to see the community of people come together to just listen to people, like, you know, just shoot the stuff and talk about boys and what we love doing. Yeah.
By far, it's my favorite part of having a YouTube channel. And it kind of sucks because like it's 2 years and 2 months that I have my channel. And for the first year and a half, I just kind of kept to myself, right? And I didn't kind of branch out. And since I started talking to Yukon Phil, it's been kind of awesome. Then I kind of start talking to other people a lot more, right? So let's get caught up in the chat. So we got Payne's Toy Samples is here. Good evening. We got my buddy Malgus.
That's an awesome name, Malgus.
Oh, yeah. He's obsessed with Malgus. And we have RB here in the chat. Hopefully I can get RB on the channel at some point.
I know. I love it.
It's actually my son, Shin Godzilla.
Hey, Shin Godzilla.
He's watching. That's why I said we'll try to keep it as clean as possible, because he does like to watch it. And
of course, that's why you notice I've been clean so far. I've kept it good.
Oh yeah. No, it's awesome. And like, stuff and things can happen when you're live, but as long as we try to keep it as clean as possible.
I try to.
Every now and then.
I follow Payne's on Instagram. You got some awesome photos, dude.
Oh yeah. We have LeBron Fit.
Yep, the mod. He's one of my mods.
And my buddy Iggy81 is here as well. And we have Ratface44. Ratface does awesome reviews on G.I. Joe and a lot of Valaverse, Action Force, and all that stuff. And he's got all kinds of retro. I think he's been collecting for like 30 years. So he really knows his stuff when it comes to G.I. Joe and all that stuff, right? We have Weird Fantastic Toys Adventures. Hey, Chris and Dre. Hello, Bill. Hey. Hopefully you're doing good. And we have Bricktastic Lego Ideas.
Thanks, I love your icon. Dude, that icon for your thing is cool. Fantastic. That's a very cool icon.
He does a lot of cool stop motion, man. Like
Nice.
he's pretty good, man. He's got a pretty good channel and he's growing pretty fast as well. So that's awesome. And we got Real Batman. Oh my God, my first super chat.
He said this last
I
night.
said last night if I got a super chat, I'd go back. But
you made his day. He was saying this morning, late last night. He was like, I can't wait to get my first super chat. Look at that.
I'm smiling. I'm gonna be smiling for the rest of the show, man.
You just made his day.
And we have Colin from EC Collecting. His name is Colin, right?
Brother. Yeah, that's our brother.
I gotta get Colin on too. I'm starting to get to know you guys by first name basis. So yes, that's my first ever super thanks. So thanks, Bill. I appreciate it, my friend. And yeah, RB is PG-13.
Yeah, RB, I like you though for that, man.
Yeah, RB is awesome as well. He's one of those other guys that I met that through this YouTube that's just an awesome guy and positive role model in the community as well. And he's like myself and like you. We tell it how it is. If we have something and it's a piece of crap, it's a piece of crap. You know what I mean?
You got to though. I think you have to be. And I said this to you. I said this to you last night, and I've said this to you in the chat several times when we talked. That one of the big things people forget is being real.
Like, yeah, for sure.
I'll give you an example. I was at my local comic book shop, and I saw this mom with her son. Her son was like 18, 19 years old, and they live out in Wilmington, which is coastal Carolina for us. That's like right on the Atlantic. And the mom was like, "Oh, the son's going to be a teacher." So I was like, "Hey, if you don't mind me interrupting, I want to tell you guys, I love that he wants to be a teacher, but can I give you a piece of advice?" And the mom was like, "Yeah." So his son comes over, and I said, "Be yourself."
Yeah.
Kids are the best BS detectors on the planet. If a kid does not like you, they will, or you don't like them, they will smell it on you.
Oh yeah.
Real, they will realize. I know this from 17 years experience of being an educator. I know it.
Yeah.
And my kids loved me. My kids loved me because I kept it real with them. When I was mad at them, I was mad at them. When I loved them, but I never stopped caring.
Yeah.
And that's what I told them to do. I said, care about your kids. Be real. You love comics, bring it in the classroom. You love toys, bring it in the classroom. Because you'll find 4 or 5 kids that like that. Boom. Oh, look at you got a second one.
Oh my God, is it Bill again?
We need to get a bell
sound
for him.
God.
For that, folks.
I'm sweating, dude.
Awesome.
I'm sweating. This is making me super excited.
Joe, I know you're R-rated. We still love you.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Like I appreciate everybody's time, but it's just cool to get a super chat. I don't know. It is,
dude. That's awesome.
It's very kind. It's actually 2 of them, so it's even better.
First and second. So you know what? Now there's nobody that can do this unless you want to come in third, folks. You're coming in third. He is officially taking the gold and the silver medals.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So that's what's going on in my house. Kids can smell it.
Hey, Cobweb
Collectors here. So when you release videos and stuff like that, you mostly do live streams, right? Like you don't do toy reviews. You don't really do shorts.
I used to. So
yeah.
Okay, so before, a lot of people don't know this about me. I stepped away from education 2 years ago, now going almost 3 years ago, because my wife wanted to pursue more in the field of education, and we needed someone to stay home with our youngest. She obviously is a pandemic baby, so she just turned 3, so we needed someone to stay home. And I said, well, I'll stay home with her, and you go to work, and I'll take the kids to school, because we have our teenage daughter who lives with us. And I said, I'll take her to school and take care of the baby. And in doing that, I had a little bit more flexibility in doing like video reviews when she took a nap, and I could do stuff like that. The thing is, I noticed the analytics when I started doing it and re-uploading it, people weren't watching them. Some people were, some people weren't. And I was like, all right, I said I could be more animated if people are in the chat with me and I could talk about it while I do it. So I started doing more live streams. The shorts really started last Christmas when I was at Disney, when Phil, Yukon Phil, for anybody that doesn't know, he came to me and said, like, dude, you should try to do some daily inspirational stuff. You should try this. You should try that. And I was like, well, I'll do that while I'm at Disney. What better place than the happiest place on earth to send inspiration? And I had like 1,000 views on one of my videos. I think my New Year's video had like 1,000 views. And I was like, holy crap, that's cool. And I was like,
it does feel good, eh?
Yeah, it does. When I see
it's like, even if you don't want to get caught up in numbers, when you do have a video that get a lot of views and likes, and it does feel good because it's something that you kind of put a lot of effort into, or just something that you created. You know what I mean? And it's nice that people actually like it. So
it's true. I think it's also, for me, it was a great confidence booster because again, I wanted to give people the opportunity to have something to strive for. Because sometimes, like I saw Big Dub did it, and I'm friends with Big Dub. I've seen Century the Mad Collector do it, and they stopped. Like they stopped doing like the dailies, and I was like, well, if these bigger YouTubers stopped it, I'm gonna do it because I think it helps for your mental well-being. We don't know from the day to day. Some people really just have a bad day, and they really need to get like that boost. Like you were saying, that you were tired and. You sometimes don't feel so motivated. Dude, if I can post that inspirational and you laugh, I could care less that I got the view. I care that it made your day and it gave you something to think about to motivate you to get through the rest of your day.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I do them. So I think they're worth it and they're fun. And I think that I did it in the classroom. I used to have 184 different messages, and I would slide them on my board and I'd show my kids. Superhero ones, Bruce Lee ones, whatever, and they loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was fun. So
awesome. Do you have when you do a live stream? Is there like a set amount or a set number that you like for your stream or your video to get, or you just kind of just put it out and it is what it is type deal?
It depends on what we're doing. Like, so if I'm doing something like a support stream, where like say if you came on and you were like, hey, I really want to get my numbers up, and I'm gonna put a goal out there and I'm gonna blast it on social media. I'm gonna do all the work I can to get the numbers as high as I can to bring in as many people in, because I feel like it's like fishing. You throw the wide net out. I may catch like 10 fish, but at least I'm throwing a wider net out, or I'll catch nothing, but at least I'm throwing it out. Versus like if I just jump on for like my afternoon chats, which you became a very big supporter of, which I love you for it. Those afternoon ones were just, I jumped on just to kind of chat, and whoever came on, it became like you guys want more. You guys were like, Drake, do this more often.
Yeah, it worked for me because I work nighttime. So, mid-afternoon, it's perfect for me, right? And I hate the fact that I miss a lot of people's streams because I am at work. And now every now and then I'll have the other people's streams on while I'm working, but I can't really pay full attention to it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's there. You're trying to support everybody. You're trying to support all your friends, but like I said, I hate night shift. I'm sick of working night shift.
Folks, if you guys don't know, we were talking about this backstage before we got on, because I said my mom and my uncle had worked night shift. So I feel for those people that do, because it's a very big transition to come off of night shift to day shift. And, my heart goes out to them because it's tough. And when you're a YouTuber, even more, because you got to maintain that high level of energy, because you don't want to come in and be like, hello. This is my.
That's the way I was for the first year and a half, and then I wonder why I wouldn't get any views. Right?
Dude, you should watch my very first video. I was like so terrible. Like I watch it and I laugh now. Phil watched it because I uploaded it a while back for him to watch, and he's like, "Oh my god, Dre!" He's like, "It is hilarious to see the difference in your personality."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, I needed to come out of my shell."
Yeah, definitely. You got to get a comfort level, and once your comfort level is there, it's a lot better. Like I remember first, like, hey everybody, welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to take a look at a G.I. Joe Classified, like very super monotone. It's hard to break out of that though, but
it really is.
I just don't care. If I get judged, I get judged. I really don't give a crap anymore. So it's but it took me a while to get to that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you said it's growing pains. It's It's all about what can you do to see where you're going to go to and what works. Like you said it last night. you said probably the coolest thing last night, and that I remember, which was, it doesn't like you were. Oh god, now there was so much we said last night. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. It was like 2.5 hour stream, and it was 5:30 in the morning for me. But
it was late, but it was something along the lines of like, it doesn't matter what people can say as long as the conversation's good.
Yeah.
You know, people will stay and listen. And then the other thing you said was about the turntable. That's the thing that stood out to me the most. Was I can edit a video, put hours of my life into this one thing, and get 5 views. Yep. Or I put up a stupid figure on a turntable with a caption, 15 seconds, and bam,
yeah,
explosion.
Well, that's the only reason on my channel it's where it's too. Like I said last night, I put out 2 15-second videos, just a figure spinning around on a turntable. One, I got 1,200 subs, and the other one, I got, I think it was like 600 or 700 subs. So you're talking about 1,800 subs from 2 15-second videos. And there's no creativity into it. It's just a turntable and a figure spinning. So that's why I tell everybody when we're talking about YouTube and any kind of tips or anything like that, it's just put everything out, because those videos were actually from March, and it took a month and a half before they started getting any kind of views.
Mm-hmm.
So just like bit of advice for everybody, just put everything out there. You never know what's going to take off.
Yeah, I put up my family. I took I don't know if you've seen it on my channel. I posted videos of my family, of our trip from Disney. Yeah. So, you know, and a lot of people were like, my friends watched the videos, and my family that subscribed to YouTube, they watched it because they were like, "Oh, I want to see them." But like, I didn't care if anybody like commented, "Oh, you guys look weird." Who cares? It's my family. Yeah. It's my family. I'm having fun. My wife actually got to be on YouTube, and it's funny because she does not like being in front of the camera and hates that stuff.
Neither do I.
Dude, my wife's an introvert, but let me tell you, we were at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And I had her walk through, we wanted to go through one of the autism special rooms. And I was like, babe, run me through it. Like, I'm going to hold the camera. You're going to have to direct me and tell me what you see. And dude, she was awesome. She was like, yeah, as you can see over here, look at the things, look at the heights of this. Like, she was doing things that I was thinking without me saying. And I was like, I told her, I was like, babe, you're freaking awesome. Like, hands down. So
yeah, it's awesome. We have Rolando Flores is in the chat.
Oh, good. Yeah, he is.
He's everywhere. He's a superstar, man.
How many computer monitors do you have, Rolando? Are you like Batman? Do you have like 80 monitors?
Oh, it's got to be.
You have to. Like, you have to,
it's like 50 monitors just everywhere, and he's just tuning into everybody's channels. He's awesome.
I see it. I can see it too. Like, he's like, I'm the man in the chair. I'm the man in the chair.
What's his name? Lucius Fox? Is it Lucius?
No, Lucius Fox. That was from Batman.
Yeah, like the Batman, like the Dark Knight trilogy or whatever.
Or we could have been like Ned, when we talked about Ned last night. That he's Every YouTuber that's in our clique, that Rolando is that.
Oh,
guy.
He's definitely the man in the chair.
You are, dude.
Yeah. So usually when I start the show, I go over weekly pickups, and we totally bypass that part. So did you pick up anything cool this week that you'd like to share?
I did, actually. I picked up quite a few things. I got, for those of you that don't know, in our group, which, like I said, Chris is a part of, and several members in the chat are as well, I collect Kamen Rider, which is a Japanese show. I used to collect these figures years ago. I got out of them. For whatever, I don't know why the reason I got out of them, but I got out of them. And then recently, Big Pics, Steven, I curse you, I love you, but I curse you. I ain't kicking and screaming back into it. And I got this one today in the mail. This is Spectre from Kamen Rider Ghost. Now, I got these off Mercari. Yeah. So these are like, the figure's in excellent condition, but this is like dope. I love this show. I love the concept of these other riders. So
and they're Bandai, right?
These are the Bandai SH figure arts. So
SH figure arts. Okay.
Yeah, cool. These are the ones they don't have bases, which some of the older ones, I think I need to do a review about the older ones versus the newer ones. Like, these are the newer body sculpts. They stand up better without a base, but the older ones, their joints are not as good, so you got to buy a base for them. So eventually, I have some base I got to play with, and then I have this one here that came in, Chaser Mock. This one just looks cool because of that big old axe that my man's got.
Yeah,
and he was a villain that becomes a good guy.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about him.
So you're definitely going to open them all up and everything, right?
Oh yeah, I have some on my desk. Like this one I got 2 weeks ago, and this was the X8 Gamer.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I love this. He looks like a Dragon Zord. Yeah. And then I have this one here as well. This is the Tatoba, which is the from O's, Kamen Rider O's, and he is the like kind of like a cat monster. So he has like talons like Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I have this one here, and then I have a few more that are boxed up. I got to unbox. But I had my Captain America, which I still hate. This one.
That I'm trying to get you to send my way.
Well, Luis, I think Luis wants it because. Oh wait, and for Dave making fun of me last night, I do have my 40th anniversary one right here. I didn't take him out of the box yet.
I still haven't opened that one up yet. I don't know if I want to open up. I'm weird with carded figures. I open up everything in a box, but carded figures, for some reason, I just don't open up.
Dude, I can't wait to reopen. Like when I'm gonna rip that guy out, and I'm gonna rip the Spider-Man ones out when they come out. This one was a find that I couldn't believe I found, the Keaton Batman. Yeah,
I'm still jealous of that one.
Yeah, this one I was very happy with. And then in clearance, if you guys are here in the States, Target is like clearancing these all out. So this was like $6. $24 figure for $6.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I got and for those of you that don't know, I collect comic books, and I have a stack, but I forgot that I tore them all and I organized them all because I organized by independent, Marvel, and DC.
Yeah.
So I think this week I picked up Miles Morales #7, Moon Knight. Hey! Third one.
Wow. Shit. I gotta say something. Shit.
That's an old poop moment.
Man. I'm gonna start crying, dude.
Dude, I'm so proud of him, man. You don't understand how good this makes me feel to see him he just mentioned it a few hours ago. So like 12 hours ago, he said, "I can't wait." And look at this, guys. You guys are killing it tonight.
Well, it's funny. I've been monetized for almost 2 months now, and this is the first one, right? Actually, I got 3.
Coffee, tea, and a tea biscuit.
Tea biscuit. He knows. I actually work with Iggy, and I'm a sucker for Tim Hortons tea and a raisin tea biscuit. I'm old. I like raisin tea biscuits, man. I don't know what it is, but
I need to. When I go to Canada with my family, I'm definitely gonna have to try Tim Hortons because everybody in wrestling,
the coffee is crap.
They say the coffee is
crap. The coffee used to be good, but now it's crap. The only coffee I drink now is McDonald's and A&W. Oddly enough, A&W has really good coffee.
Here in the States, we have
excuse me,
but we don't have. Actually, I lied. There is one Tim Hortons that I know is in the States. It's in DC.
Oh, okay.
I went there many years ago, like 10, 15 years ago. I went there, but yeah, it's like, what was it? Rat Face says we never get that kind of clearance in Canada.
No, never.
Dude, let me tell you, here in the States, it's such a rarity that, like, in our group, we tell each other when there's good deals to go shop. So, like, if we can, we know when to like run to like a Target. And Carlos and Art G, 2 members of the group. Yep. Great YouTubers. They were like, "Hey, Target's doing their summer flip, so they're getting ready to get rid of all this stuff to bring in the new waves." So I was like, "Oh." So yesterday, I don't know if Chris was in the chat when I mentioned this, or I went out yesterday. Real Batman. Hey!
Oh my god!
Let's go.
I'm gonna get emotional.
I love it, guys. So I went to Target. My wife was asking me to get her some antacid and like some Tums, and I was like, all right. I go in, I go to the back, I find the Batman figure, I put it in the cart, the fire alarm gets pulled.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm still shopping because I see people still shopping. Eventually the security dude comes up to me, he's like, "Sir, you got to leave the building." And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm looking at my cart like, I don't want to lose this Batman.
No. If I leave, that's coming with me.
Oh, dude. So I walk out the door and I said, my wife's like, "Well, why didn't you go to Walmart?" I was like, "The Walmart, I didn't know they had it." So, dude, I'm waiting. They let us back in. I run back to where I was, where the cart was. I grabbed the cart and I was like, "You still in there? You're coming home with me."
Yeah, for sure.
I was so happy to find it. That was like the best find yesterday.
I've been. It's so hard. Like it's sold out on Amazon almost right away as well. And I'm still actually. I managed to get the Christian Bale Batman. That one's really hard to find too. for
Yeah,
some odd reason. Not as popular as Keaton, but it's still pretty
because I
popular.
think he comes with the body for Bane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came with the body for Bane. That's why he's the more difficult one. Like Catwoman is the hard one to get for the Solomon Grundy wave.
Yeah.
Which I can't. I got Ra's al Ghul. I can find Batman and I can find Penguin for retail. But Catwoman, she's like $40-$50, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I was like, I just want the Build-A-Figure piece. I don't even want the Catwoman. I got the better Catwoman. The Platinum Series one that they released?
Yeah.
That one's way better as a build. And it looks just nicer, personally speaking. Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you, you guys have only seen one. This was the first one, and the only reason I found it was they had a box at Target that was like all the putbacks for clearance. Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna dig through it, and I literally the first figure on the top was Keaton, and then next to Keaton was the Batman suit for people that didn't see the Flash. There's a bat suit Flash, and then they had Supergirl.
Yeah,
I have Flash already, and I had Supergirl. I was like, ooh, the one I don't have.
Yeah.
But that's what's awesome. If you can find things like that.
Yeah, like I was telling you last night too, my buddy actually dropped it off, and he lucked out, and he got two of them, right? So he's got one in the box and one loose, and it's even worse. I want it even more now because I had it in hand. I did a review on it, and I've just been like taking pictures of it, and it's such an awesome figure.
It is.
I know it's Keaton, but it's a really nice looking figure.
It's clean, dude. It's a clean fig. I'm very happy with it. And ever since I made the decision with McFarlane to kind of cut my McFarlane losses on all, because I can't collect every single one.
Yeah.
I love what he does, but there's like that Beast Boy, the gold label one looks terrible.
Yeah.
And I still to this day, because I have him right here, to this day, this is the Beast Boy to get, folks.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
You need this one. Do the Build-A-Figure, spend the money.
Yeah.
That gold label one is trash. I looked at him up close. It's like the paint apps were terrible. He's like neon. Like it shined neon green.
Yeah.
Not a good figure.
And just to answer Bricktastic, yes, you can join me live one day for sure. We'll just try to work something out. Definitely have you on Saturday night, do an interview. I definitely look forward to talking to you. Well, yeah, I was kind of there, and I just wanted to answer them.
No, go ahead. Hey, this is your show, bro. I'm just living it. That's all I'm doing. I'm living it.
And let's get caught up here.
Oh yeah, I love what.
No, there's no pressure to buy a super chat, man. I was just a joke last night that I wanted to experience my first super chat. I didn't know I was going to get 4 or 5 after that, so that's
yeah.
Even...
He literally he did exactly what they said in the I forgot the name of the book that they did a few years ago. The one that like Oprah Winfrey said, like the promise or whatever. It was like you put the word out in the universe and like it comes back to you. Last night he was like, "Hey, I can't wait to get my first one," and bam!
I just wanted to experience it. I just wanted to see it pop up for the first time. I didn't care if it was 50 cents. I just wanted to see something pop up there.
That's so cool. I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. It's definitely a great feeling. Ratface says, "Have a great night, everybody." Thanks, Jay. Oh my God, I forgot his name. James? My God, don't hate me if I forget your name or if I get your name mixed up.
Ratface, if we forget your name,
either way, I'm horrible with names. There's so many of us. There's so many YouTubers that I try to know by a first name basis. But either way, Ratface44, thanks for stopping by.
I love what Colin said. The only one I've seen is the one they sent me. Nice.
Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that.
He does, dude. He's a hard worker. Listen, when you put in the work and you actually put in the time and care, and there's a genuinely good person, I feel like that's where this outpouring of good comes.
Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, we all do.
It's cool when you put so much time. Like I said, I put out over 800 videos and shorts in the last 2 years. Like it's non-stop, right? So it's just nice to experience a little bit of, get something back in return. Like I love everybody taking the time out of their day and commenting and stuff like that. But the little bit extra is just cool. It's just icing on the cake for me.
Hey, Malgus.
Oh my God.
Smile. Let's go.
Cool. We're Fantastic Toys just got monetized a couple weeks
congratulations.
Ago. Awesome, Bill. I know Bill was trying to get to 1,000 subs, and but I like when they actually changed the requirements and stuff like that to 500. Now the rules have changed a bit, but still, it's something. You know what I mean? Like for people that are.
I think you realize it because of the pandemic. There was just so much cross play of people, and a lot of people are starting to go other ways to like other like independent because they want to do their own. They don't care about the YouTube monetization. They care about like going through like a sponsorship, like going through like Blue Chew, DraftKings, or anything like that. Because I watch a lot of wrestling YouTubers that do that as well. So it's pretty cool. At least I think so.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy for Bill. Bill's another one that is constantly growing into, man, and he puts out a lot of good content. And yeah, I think Bill's been following. Well, I've been following Bill's too, but I was probably 200 or 300 subs when he started following me, and I mean, he's a great guy.
Yeah, like
I'm part of my Patreon, and I'm part of his Patreon, so he shows a lot of support to the channel.
I'll make you laugh. I've been at 77 now for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I haven't cared to like. I was like, when people tell me like, "Oh, we're gonna push you. Oh, we're gonna push you," I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if you do awesome. If I monetize it, awesome. That's like I was telling you earlier. If I monetize it, great.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, that's still fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Like I care about my brothers, like you, Carlos, Dave. Like I care about building you guys up that are like on the cusp, like right there or already at there to keep the monetization going. Because somehow, to me, I believe in the good karma of the universe that it'll come back to me somehow. You know, that's how I look at it. I don't want anything. I want this. I believe in the success of others benefits me through time.
And do you find a lot of people are competitive for some odd reason?
Oh, yes. Highly.
I don't know why though.
It exists, and I don't know. I know why, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I do. I do know why, but I'm the other way. I mean, if I try every week, I try to do a shout out to a different channel that's kind of, you know what I mean, trying to get to 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs is a goal for most guys or for most YouTubers, right? It's just whatever it is. It's just nice to get there. It's a nice milestone to reach, right? So if I can help someone get a few subs. If someone would prefer to watch their content over mine, I'm fine with that.
That's how I am.
I mean,
like,
I wanted to get monetized for me. And
exactly.
It's just to prove that I can do it because I'm a very anxious person by nature. I get nervous about family pictures. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. No, like I do not want to be on camera, in front of a camera. I don't like my voice. I'm very hard on myself. So, but one of the things I'm trying to get over that is to put myself out there with this YouTube. So I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do this because to me, it's probably one of the most scariest things for me. Right. So my comfort level is here and I just wanted to kind of improve myself and grow as a person. So for me, YouTube is me getting over my fear of my social anxiety, basically. Right. So, yeah, that's what YouTube was for me. And now I met a lot of great people through it. So that's even better. So now I conquered my fear of, social anxiety for the most part.
Which is good.
If
very
nothing else
isolating.
comes out of this YouTube, it's great friends. And I've much more confident in myself. And I've learned how to edit videos. Like a lot of good has actually come from having a YouTube channel. So, which is awesome, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I agree with you that this can be it can be isolating in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But also the competitive nature, I think people don't understand that it's like going to television. I'll use wrestling as a perfect example. Everybody thinks in North America, because I'm going to include Canada and US,
yep.
we only have AEW and WWE. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody thinks of New Japan. Nobody thinks of Lucha Libre, CMLL, AAA. And they forget that, like, you can look elsewhere for, if you don't like WWE, you can watch AEW. You don't like AEW, you can watch WWE. If you don't like either of those, go to New Japan. If you don't like that, go to CMLL. I don't speak Spanish. Who cares?
Yeah.
I know what a tope suicida is because I hear Excalibur scream it every week. I know what a freaking clothesline looks like. there's so many options that I feel that YouTubers get this tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I do movies. Okay, well, if you do movies, I don't want to see anybody else's. No, I like watching other people because it lets me know what to do or what not to do. It gives me ideas. It gives me it gives me an insight. Like you were saying yesterday, Dre, you should do ASMR reading. My wife said the same thing. Like you should read a book, just read it, or just like talk, like in a low monotone voice. And I have a microphone to do everything. I was like, man, should I do it? And it's like, my wife's like, do it. I bet you get like 8,000 subs and monetized like that.
You never know.
You can, it'll work. And I was like, nah. Then you said it yesterday, and I was like, shit. Pardon my French. This is the first time I'm gonna curse. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. So now it's like I'm setting it up in my head. I'm mapping it out to like do like a little mini series.
Yeah.
I'll read like book 1, book 2, book 3, and you guys will get to, and if it works, awesome. We'll see. It's gonna be kind of a geeky ASMR is what I'm kind of going for with it. And if it monetizes again, if it monetizes the channel, it means cool things coming for the group.
Yeah.
Not for me. I don't ever, like, people tell me, Dre, the collector safe space is you. No, it's not. It is every member of that group and the community. That's what I did this for. Yeah. I don't want it for me. Legacy for my children. So my kids, when I'm gone and my kids want to laugh and show my grandkids, look what Papa did. Look, he did this craziness. You have kids, so you know.
Yeah, well, my son is the only reason why I started a channel, because he wanted a YouTube channel. And like I said, I had no interest whatsoever in creating a YouTube channel or anything like that, but I did it for him. And then another part of my drive to keep going was, you kind of want to set an example, like you don't want to give up on it, and you kind of, you know what I mean? Like your kid knows that you're doing this, so you got to put a bit of effort. You got to try to grow it as much as possible, just to show them, or kind of lead by example, that listen, if you work hard enough, you put enough time into it, then you can do it. Yeah. And not to be, not to be like, well, not cliche, but like, I'm one of those people. If I can do it, then anybody can do it. You know what I mean? Bro, my kids know how anxious and everything I am too. So if they see that I overcame my issues and my anxieties and all that stuff, and got to where I'm to, then like I said, it's well worth it.
Oh, look, Malgus said if you stop, he's gonna hate you. Listen, tell him. Please tell him. He told me, this is what he told me, and I'm gonna put him on the spot. Even though this is my Q&A, I'm gonna put him on the spot. He told me during the week, he says, you need to keep doing these because these are awesome, and I love watching you talk about anything, because you can talk about a rock and it'd be awesome to listen to.
You can make it entertaining, yes. You can. You're a good talker, man.
He made me feel so confident. Like, he put my confidence through the roof. And you guys gotta do that for him, because I can do it, but the algorithm that we all hate, that we follow here, believes that you have to follow a certain pattern. If every Saturday he's consistent in putting out the greatest content, which I know he is, let's keep doing it. Let's keep coming. Keep having these. This is what we love. This is why we are here. The community comes together to watch your content, to watch you. We're not here just for your content. We're here for you.
They're here for you.
Well, no, they don't. The people that are here that know me, awesome. If you guys want to, like I said, check out the Collector Safe Space. If
oh,
you guys
for sure.
are interested, just check it out. If you guys like the channel, awesome. If you guys want to know more about what we're doing, check out our Instagram. There's so much that you guys can learn from just talking to other people that are been doing it for, like Colin. Colin is a guy, I've said this, EC Collecting folks in this chat, he is the next potential big YouTuber. And I say that truthfully because he's consistent, his content is solid, and the fact that he includes his son in what he does makes it even better for parents like us that have kids that want to watch the content. He makes it family friendly. He makes it interesting. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend and a brother to me. I'm saying it because I watch his content and he's good. Same with Chris. Sure. I see how Chris is. Dude, if you guys talk to Chris every day, I talk to him every day. I'm telling you, this guy is hilarious. For those of you that work with him, y'all know what I'm talking about.
We're weird.
We're no, that's relative, dude. We're relative. That's like saying, like,
we're all weird. No, I have a really weird sense of humor, and Iggy is the same way. Iggy 81. We have like very dark humor, but we have a very weird sense of humor, and we'll find
That's
stuff
true.
funny that it's just the weirdest crap.
Yeah, but that's a good thing though. Like, I
Oh yeah,
think
it is. Yeah,
you need
that's
that.
why I mean, me and Steve have been, or me and Iggy have been friends for such a long time. And like RB says, friendship is more important than YouTube, and YouTube is just a way to meet, find people like yourself.
Yes.
Definitely, 100%. Ooh, cool. Cobweb Collector, sub to Real Batman, which is awesome. I always say every stream that if there's somebody in the chat with a YouTube channel, check them out, subscribe to them.
Colin, you're welcome, bro. I speak, Colin, you've known me for a minute now. You know I speak from the heart. It's 100% truth. I see great, like, it's gonna sound funny. I'm about to quote Star Wars. I see great things in you. So I do, and I believe it. It's like when I see guys that are consistent and put out good content and care. God, for whatever the YouTube gods exist, people give a damn about the content, because guess what? If you don't care about people, we don't care about the show. Chris cares about people. That's why I came on. He asked me personally, he's like, Dre, I want you to come on. That meant the world to me. And it means the world to me that my friend says to me, I want you on here. I want to get to know you. I want people to get to know you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's how adults make friends now, folks. To quote CM Punk, tell me when I'm telling lies.
But yeah, same thing Malgus said, when he heard that I was doing this kind of thing, he kind of laughed and pictured me taking a panic attack in front of people, right? Because, like I said, he knows me, so he knows I'm a very anxious person, right? But yeah, you got to keep at it.
Cobb, listen, if you want to get on here, bro, you let us know. You come join us, hang out with us one day. You come hang out on my channel, hang out on his. We'll help get you out, break the cycle.
And Bill wants to know your channel.
Let me see if I can pull it up here, and I'll throw it in the chat for you guys. Because I got a new desktop setup, which people laughed at for when I missed the show, which I still find hilarious that people were mad at us for missing a show, which makes me feel good. Just so you all know, that's the sign of a good channel. When Dave and I missed a show and people were mad about it,
Oh my god! I was so impressed by you and Dave and T3 and Carlos last night. Your knowledge on comic books and movies and everything else, man, oh man. Dude, for the last hour, I was just like sitting back and I felt like I was in a university, like just you guys just schooling me on comic book and movie knowledge. I was like, oh my god, man.
Let me show you something. So I have a stack of books right here next to me. So I'm going to show some cool stuff.
RB, you can't, oh my god. It's not a secret if you put it out there, RB.
All right. Where's it at here? Okay, so
we have a competition of he collects Barbies and I collect Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh,
secretly, but now he spilled beans.
Oh, but now, so I'm gonna say this. This is what Chris was just asking. Like, they felt that it was like a master class. One thing and this is the historian in me. So for those of you that don't know me personally, I have degrees in history. I speak more than one language. I speak two besides English. And one of the things is I pride myself on not just knowing a topic. Like, I hate YouTubers that are like, I'm an expert. But then when somebody hits you with the hard question, you're like, cricket. So I read, and this is not even half a stack. This is some of my light reading.
Jeez.
This is everything from Spider-Man, the new Miles Morales, to some recommendations my local shop gave me, to Black Cloak, to DC doing some awesome stuff called The Green Hell for Swamp Thing. And, I read a lot. And, you're supposed to read. My wife is a language arts teacher. She reads. So she picks my brain. I pick her brain. I pick my friends' brains. Yeah. I research. I dig. I find. That's the historian in me. You can't grow if you don't choose to get the knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And
I've been that way. I've been that way since I started a YouTube channel. Like every bit of all my spare time goes into having a channel. I don't read comics anymore. I don't read books. I used to read a lot of books. I barely watch any TV. And if I put a movie on, I'm always kind of tuned out on my phone, editing shorts, or just kind of always working on something. But like you said, it's I can't retain knowledge as much anymore because you're not using your brain so much. But like reading is very, very important, and I got to get back to that.
I'm gonna tell you, dude. If you ever want comic book recommendations, let me know.
Yeah.
Actually, you have a local comic book shop near you?
Yeah, we have a couple.
All right, so inside of Marvel Comics, I don't know if they have it up there, but I know in the States they have like free. You get a digital copy of the book.
Yeah.
And I don't read the digital copies. I can send you the. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you them. You're gonna get Planet of the Apes 1, the new series that they just did, which is really good. I know Colin. I messaged Colin because I know he likes a lot of horror stuff. It's the new Aliens series. This is the third one that they're doing, which is actually better than the first two. And this is the new Predator series that's really good too. I'll send you those codes. You go redeem them on the website, and you can read the comic book digitally.
EC collecting about Care Bears.
Oh, Care Bears are awesome, dude. Come on now. I'm in a house full of women. Come on now. I have a 3-year-old, a 13-year-old, and my wife. Trust me.
My daughter's got a few Care Bears.
Yeah, so
my daughter's got a few Care Bears.
Yeah. Rory, dude, I bought those turtles for Rory, and like I told you the story, she saw that trailer, wants to go see the movie. She's 3, so I bought her all 4 Ninja Turtles. So she goes, "Oh, thank you, Papa." So she took the swords off of Leonardo's back last night and called it a pogo stick. I was not laughing. I was like, "No, honey, that's a sword." And my wife's like, "No, Andre, don't."
Yeah, it's a pogo stick now.
Thank you, Cobb. Listen, are you a Spider-Man collector, cobweb collector? I just have to ask. I love the name, and I'm wondering if it's a play on words. And Malgus, if you love history, dude, you and I should talk because I love history. It's my degree. So
yeah, he loves Roman history. Is it Roman or Greek?
Yeah. I'm a fan. When I was younger, I read a lot of Greek mythology, Roman mythology. I loved that stuff. As I got older and into college, and I was starting to pursue my master's degree, I did focus in Asia, so India, Indonesia, China, Korea, Japan. Yeah. That's why I speak Japanese. But as I progressed into my education career as a teacher, I've kind of moved more towards more tied to my culture. So Taino culture, which are the native Puerto Rican Indians that were in Puerto Rico, Cuba, and all those areas, they had their own culture that was tied to Mesoamerica. So I've been very into learning about that and seeing that blossom because my daughter, she's part Puerto Rican, and I like to have that knowledge to give to her. So,
for sure.
Thank you, Cobb. And Cobb is awesome. Well, hey, I try. Listen, RB, I try. I'm just me.
And that's what everybody likes.
To play on my real name, Cobb. That is a cool play on words. I thought you were just a Spider-Man collector, but like now you give me.
I did too, to be honest. Yeah, I thought it was either that or he just really likes spiders. But
it's
a cool logo. It's a cool name too.
Yeah, I definitely got to get to. We're gonna have to definitely get to talk more, dude. I like that play on your name as a collector. Very cool.
So, you're actually involved in a few other channels too, right?
Yes, I am. So. Right now, besides the Collector Safe Space, Dave's Dimension and I, for those of you guys who don't know, Dave and I have a strictly movie, and it's only, when we say movies, it is action, horror, and sci-fi only.
Yeah.
And we do, that's called the Outer Dimensions podcast with Dave and Dre. Dave was, and that's an interesting story how that started. Dave was doing a weekly show where he said his numbers were declining, and I saw him get real sad about it. And we were talking. Dave and I are Facebook friends, and we're friends in real life, obviously, like . And I said to him, "Why are you so upset?" He's like, "My numbers are declining. People aren't showing up. I'm not getting a lot of support. I'm not getting help." I said, "Bro, let's do a podcast together. We love movies. We both are very knowledgeable in this stuff. Let's have fun." let's do this and let's make it like, let's narrow the focus. Let's not do what everybody else does. Let's talk just action movies. Let's talk horror movies. Let's talk sci-fi. Keep it in that thing, and we'll have fun with the way we can spin it. There's thousands of movies. We can have fun. Man, and it has been so much fun doing that podcast. We're now on Spotify. We got 5 episodes up currently. We are on episode 8 next week. And once we get to episode 10, we're going to upload the next 5 episodes. So, and like I said, if we hit above 100 subs and we start seeing Spotify numbers move up, we're going to then start posting the episode the next day.
Okay.
So it'll literally be like, you'll get, like, you won't have to wait, but you'll be able to catch it on the next one.
And that was the Outer Dimensions podcast, right?
Yes.
Just for anybody that's watching. So check them out. And Dave's channel is Dave's Dimensions, right?
Yep. And Dave's Dimension. And then
He's got a podcast voice too, man.
Yeah, he
does. He doesn't give himself enough credit. Like, Dave's got a podcast voice.
he really does, folks. And if you guys can, hit him up, dude, and let him know that he's good, because I tell him all the time and he does not listen to me.
No,
he's good.
Last night was the first time that I actually met him. Like, I mean, we see each other through the chats and that kind of stuff. But yeah, like, man, I was impressed. Like, I found him entertaining. I can sit down and listen to him. Like I said, he's super knowledgeable, like yourself too, right?
Dude, he really is. Like, just Dave and I have had streams where my wife has yet to yell at me. Yeah. It'll be like a Wednesday night. It's like 11:30 at night, and we've been off the stream for like 2.5 hours, and we're just talking. And she's like, "Babe, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah,
go to bed. Tell Dave you're gonna leave." And I'm like, "Dave, I gotta go."
Like Bill says there, he's been sub to Dave for a while. He's been an inspiration for doing my own channel. So there you go, Dave. Dude,
please,
if you didn't know, I mean,
reach out to him. I want to tell him that, but I think you guys need to reach out to Dave and say that you said that, because that will mean a lot to him, because he's kind of going through some stuff right now where he's feeling his numbers aren't good. He's not feeling like he's doing it. And I'm telling him, I'm supporting him. I'm in his corner. Now I'm his co-host. I'm his boy. There's only so much we can do. That's why this community exists, to let you guys go out there and say, "Hey, man, boom."
You need to wrench tray. How do I do that?
You have to go to my name and then add me as a mod.
Oh, okay. That's on the YouTube side of it, right?
Yeah, it's on the YouTube side, yeah.
I don't know anything about this. It's a miracle that I got like 4,000 subs, man, because I do not know anything about YouTube.
So no, if you guys want, I think if I put in the @ symbol on YouTube, you guys can go directly to it. So like, that's kind of the cool thing that YouTube did, where they let us do that. So let me see if I could just put that in the chat for you guys.
Yeah, because over on the YouTube side of it, you're not even popping up there at all.
Yeah. So here, for you guys, I'm going to... Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Darn you.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I'm using a Mac keyboard, so I forget. I'm using Windows hotkeys for my Mac keyboard. So not the best. But here, if you guys want, this is the podcast Dave and I do. This should pop up there. And then for my collector space, my personal one, I'm going to see if I can pull that one up for you guys. God, my face looks so angry. When I look at my channel and I come in, I'm like, wow, I look angry. Yep, here we go. Oh, trying to copy and paste.
I just made you a moderator, so.
Oh, gracias. I'll go to YouTube and do that too, so I can post any other things there. Boom.
And we'll figure it out. You learn something new every day.
And look, I'll mod his stuff for you guys, folks. And that's the second one is my personal channel. Now, obviously, I'm not always on Carlos's channel, but I do do a lot of the mental health stuff with him. He and I are currently talking about doing a monthly one, because we've had a few people come up to us and say they would like more of a check-in with each other. We're not licensed therapists, but we believe that sometimes you need help, and the best to get that help is to sometimes talk to your friends. And we've had that, and I love it. ARB, you take care, brother.
Have a good night, RB. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
I'll see you in the IG chat. but we do that, and we've done those, and they're great. They're just a good way to just check in with your friends and check in with people.
Yeah.
Some people we warn people that a lot of the topics can be touch and
Get
go.
pretty deep, and it could get pretty serious.
Yeah, I know you were watching the last couple
Yeah.
that we've done, and they're serious stuff. It's not like we're not like, we know when to joke and we know when to take that I take very seriously.
Yeah.
And my mom was a mental health professional who suffered from depression. I myself suffer from depression and anxiety, so I don't hide those symptoms anywhere from anybody.
No, neither do I anymore.
I used to. For me, being Puerto Rican, it was funny because like you couldn't say anything like that. Like, oh, you didn't have anxiety. You're not depressed. You'll get out of it. And I learned so many years later that I'm glad that now I'm doing what I need to be helpful in my own mind. Yes, I have been told I do.
Which one?
So, The Big Show, Paul White.
Oh, okay.
When I shaved my head the very first time, they were like, "You look like The Big Show." When I had my long hair, my ponytail, everybody said RVD. So, yes, I have been. If you guys follow The Big Show, who's in AEW now as a coach, a lot of people made fun of me because I'm 6
like Kyle Peterson. He looks like Big Show. He looks like a normal size Big Show. It's pretty awesome.
It's hilarious when people come to me and they're like, "You look like a wrestler." I did wrestle in high school, so.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't like professionally. I couldn't do it.
You were in martial arts and all that stuff too, right?
Yeah, I did. I trained in martial arts for the better part of 13 years. Yeah. I became a first-degree black belt in Chinese Pakwa martial art. I studied it while I was living in New York. I met a girl that got into it. She brought me in, and I fell in love with the art. The girl and I broke up, and I stayed with the martial arts. And I was teaching it. I've taught it across 3 different states. I taught it in Virginia. I've taught it here briefly, and I taught it in New York. And I love it. My movements are old, but like I can't really move as well as I used to. But I can still throw a punch to knock you out. So
I was in Kempo karate when I was younger. And then we trained. Well, it's been a long time now, but I haven't trained in the last 10 to 12 years. But I trained MMA for years, boxing. A bit of Muay Thai, so bit of that stuff too, right?
Don't ever mess with Chris, folks. Muay Thai are those dudes when they come at you with that forearm or the knees. Just go like this. Just prepare to be broken. You're gonna go to the hospital. And why does your arm look like this? Why does your eye look like it's on the other? Because a Muay Thai dude hits you.
Yeah, Iggy81 in the chat too. He actually did kung fu for years, and Steve can do all kinds of flips, front flips, back flips, and all that stuff. I can't flip. I can hit, but I can't flip, and I can't do any of the cool stuff.
I can grapple people to the ground. Like that's the one thing people always feared. Like I'm more of like a Samoa Joe. Like if you get up on me, I'll grab you, and you're going to sleep. Like I will put
I'm fine. As soon as you grab hold of me, I'm done. I'm just like a turtle on his back. I'm just here like this.
That's how I always did. I always like, because to me, people that were always like like throwing the punches, I was like, nah, you throw too many punches and kicks. I'm just gonna come in and grab you because once you ain't moving with my legs wrapped around your waist and my hand up here, choke you out. And then my uncles were cops and my cousin's a cop. They taught me how to do the police choke. So I'm like, oh, good night.
Yeah. Trembo says, I can't do a flip, I just flips. Yeah. I used to have a bad temper, so I used to flip out all the time. I calmed down over the years, though. I'm older. I'm calmer.
Why is it, dude? That's what happens. Savio Vega? I'm actually, listen, I take a compliment. Savio Vega was like my very first Puerto Rican wrestler besides Pedro Morales. I mean, I'm not that old for Pedro, but like, Pedro Morales is like the iconic most Puerto Rican wrestler that I could ever think of that's wrestled in the territories here in the US and in Canada. I mean, he was huge. So to get that kind of compliment, Savio Vega did the same thing. I'm a big old school wrestler, like 80s, 90s. I love modern stuff too. But I think, when I listen to Jim Cornette's podcast, I love Jim Cornette. It's like I long for those days of wrestling when it was less story. It was more the feuds I cared about than all this drawn out stuff like the bloodline stuff. I mean, The Bloodline's great. Like, I did not get it wrong. I think it's probably one of the greatest storylines in professional wrestling right now. But I watched JDFY that Joe put me onto, and he said it best. He says, when SmackDown's 45 minutes of just Roman Reigns and the Bloodline,
Yeah.
you're forsaking all the other talent.
That's why I can't watch WWE. It's been a long time. It's just a Roman Reigns show, like you said, and I just lost interest, right?
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I don't watch AEW as much, but if I'm going to sit down and watch wrestling, it's AEW.
You going to watch Collision?
I probably won't watch any kind of pay-per-views or anything like that. No.
Oh, Collision's their Saturday show now.
Oh, their Saturday show. Oh, okay.
There's a Saturday show. So this is
that's their new one that they started a couple weeks,
that's
right?
That's Punk's show. Because he can't mess with anybody.
Yeah.
So tonight he's fighting Samoa Joe.
Oh,
for
okay.
The Owen Hart. He's actually wrestling in Edmonton.
Oh, okay.
He's up in your neck of the woods.
Long ways away, but yeah. Same country.
You're closer than I am.
I'm actually closer to you, I think, than what I am.
From what the map you showed me yesterday, you probably are closer to me than you are.
Closer to you than Edmonton, yeah. It's probably triple the distance, to be honest with you. Double or triple the distance.
So I have a question. Have you ever been stateside, like recently?
No.
Ever at all?
The only place I've been that was even close to the States was Deer Island, New Brunswick. And when you go out on, it's a little tiny island, but when you're looking across, you can actually see people in, I think it's Eastport, Maine.
Wow.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's always warships and stuff like that, like military ships and stuff like that going through the Narrows. I guess so that people can't cross. But yeah, you can be out on, like, you're just looking across so you can see people, like, see America basically, and people walking down the road. It was so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I love hearing these things because I have more friends in Canada than I've ever had in my life. Yeah, I think it's cool because I love hearing the differences that you guys have up there versus what we have here. And it's just unique. I feel bad you guys don't have Target.
Yeah, I know. We have one.
But you guys have Toys R Us.
A crappy one, but we still have one, I guess.
Yeah, better than what we have. Our Toys R Us are all inside of Macy's.
Oh, okay.
And that's if you could even find one, and their prices are like ridiculous. Awesome. Ridiculous. Yeah, Savio was a great worker. I think that, he when he showed up in Puerto Rico for the pay-per-view they had a few months ago, I went nuts because I loved Carlito, and Carlito's now going to be a coach. So, yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'm a big wrestling nerd, if you guys didn't know. So I'm a mark. Yeah. I'm a mark for wrestling.
I used to watch a lot of it when I was younger, and I pretty much towards the end of the Attitude Era is when I kind of stepped away from it.
Well, no, Ruthless Aggression wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
the John Cena movement. You got to call it the John Cena, Edge, and Randy Orton era of wrestling.
Yeah, I ducked out just before that.
It's not bad. I think Cena.
It's not that bad.
Because I love the fact of what he said. Like whenever they talk about it, they're like, it's when Kurt Angle, say your name, boy. I'm John Cena, and I am full of ruthless aggression. And I'm like, you look so whack. And then you go after Thugonomics to then John Cena. Go for the top icon that he is.
Yeah.
Give the man his due for putting in that work, folks.
Oh yeah, and he's becoming a lot better actor too. I like the comedy, like the the funny side of John Cena, and he's so quick with improv and all that stuff too. Like when you see him on interviews and stuff, he's a pretty funny dude.
He is, and I like that it's like Dwayne is trying to go weird. Like he doesn't want to be an action star, but that's all he ever does.
Yeah.
Cena's actually done more comedy and less action, and I kind of appreciate that more.
As far as actors go, I prefer Cena over The Rock. I know Rock is obviously The Rock is The Rock, but I think Cena is a lot better and more rounded actor than The Rock.
He is. I know, Dwayne, I love you. If you watch this, Dwayne, I love you.
I love if Dwayne actually watches it.
I'm just going to tell you now, it's just like, dude, get out. I know Black Adam failed, but you didn't have to run back to Vin to go do the Fast and Furious. You didn't have to, dude. Yes, the actor, yes, the wrestler, no.
Yeah, he just did the same moves over and over.
Yeah, it wasn't until he gets older. It's funny. He leaves wrestling, goes to Hollywood, comes back, and then does like 25 moves. Oh yeah, HBK hands down.
Yeah,
Actually,
awesome.
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. HBK's been my favorite wrestler for like tied with a fellow Canadian for you, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah,
the Hitman is for me.
I like Undertaker. I do
Taker.
like HBK. I think HBK is probably one of the best, if not, like you said. But Undertaker is one of those that I just kind of
You couldn't change him.
no.
No matter what you did, the American Badass to the Ministry of Darkness to the Undertaker, he stood the same dude for 35 years. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, Colin's right. Batista definitely was the best. He's the best, hands down. Batista is. People can sleep on him and say he's not a great actor. He is.
But he is
fantastic.
He is, yeah, for sure.
Everything he touches is gold.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, they're all elite. You're 100% right now, August.
Scott Hall was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
and especially like I said back in the day, right?
That hit hard when we lost Scott Hall.
Yeah. American Badass Taker. Yeah, not a fan of American Badass.
No, that was
it was okay, but it's like you're so used to. I know he had to change it up. He's been doing the same thing for such a long time, but
I don't know. You want to laugh? So I have an American Badass story.
Yeah.
So I was at Madison Square Garden, and I was 22 years old, and my friend's mom bought us tickets for our birthday to go take us to the show. Eddie Guerrero was wrestling RVD in a ladder match for the IC title.
Yeah.
And there was interference by Vince McMahon. He comes running down to the arena, the thing, and Undertaker gets on his motorcycle and drives the motorcycle to chase Vince out. Dude, I was like, "What? This is awesome!"
My phone's dying.
Oh no! Yeah, the wrestling's been it's a passion of mine. My little one, which Chris saw her on the stream last night, she laughs because I watch wrestling and I'll be like, "Let's go," and she'll come up and be like, "Let's go." Nothing beats to do that.
I fell in love with wrestling because my grandfather he was a huge wrestling fan, and he used to get so into it. Like he's watching the match and he's going with his hands. Oh my God. I can still remember. I can still see it now. And it's always going to be like every time I think about wrestling, I always think about my grandfather. Right. But yeah, he's the one that got me into wrestling. I used to spend a lot of time there on weekends and stuff. And we used to watch it together on TV. I would go out and rent older VHSs and we would sit down and watch that. And yeah, it's an awesome memory. That's so cool. Wrestling kind of has a little sweet spot in for me as well.
I think that's what every male or female has ever said, that there's always a good memory tied to it. And I believe that too.
Ahmed Johnson destroys nation.
Oh my God. There was a picture of Ahmed Johnson of like what he looks like now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's crazy. The transformation like between like the way they changed over the years. I mean, you got to look at it, man. All the wear and tear on the body, all the steroids and drugs and all that crap. And I don't know. It's torture.
And you look at the guys now where they're trying to pump out like using stem cell treatments and not hitting the gym as hard.
Yeah.
But you get guys like MJF, Darby Allin. Darby Allin is going to be, I'm telling you now, he's the next big thing. But people don't see it. And I hate to say Orange Cassidy because I don't like Orange Cassidy, but like Orange Cassidy is the next big thing. He's good. He's got to switch it up. Like it's the same moveset over and over and over. Like that's why I think they have him and Darby tagging right now for that. And I think they're going to win hands down. It's going to be Adam Cole and MJF versus Darby and Orange Cassidy. And I feel like it's going to be Darby and Orange Cassidy are going to win. And then whoever's the tag team champions, which it looks like they're going to take it off FTR and they're going to give it to Bullet Club Gold. That would be a cool feud for Darby to be in. But I don't want FTR to not be with titles because FTR, they're hands phenomenal. Down, it's the Usos and FTR. Yeah, they're a great tag team. They're the best, and people can sleep on them. They're old school dudes. They're from Asheville here in North Carolina, folks. They're right up in the mountains with Edge because Edge is from Canada, but he lives in Asheville. and they all are dope guys. So
Melga's got a question for you.
I have an answer.
As soon as we get the question.
Exactly.
I only plan on doing an hour. Are you good to keep going?
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Okay.
You tell me when.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, I just didn't want to keep you if you had something to do. I don't have much to do, so.
Nothing's going on.
Oh my God, not this crap again. Oh.
Okay.
It's the same crap, man. This has been like, what, 5, 10 streams we've been going through this crap.
Okay, if this is his gauge of friendship, I have to ask this. Is the Force considered magic?
Sure. I don't know.
If the Force is considered magic, then Superman loses. Only reason Superman loses is because his weakness is to magic.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, he has been hypnotized, brainwashed, kryptonited. A lightsaber ain't gonna do nothing to him.
No.
He's invulnerable as long as he's in sunlight. If the Force is not magic, it's Superman, hands down. He's a god amongst men. Darth Vader, at the end of the day, is still a man.
Yeah. Or machine.
Or a machine.
Half machine. Yeah.
He's part man, part machine. All Vader. All angry. I'm sad boy.
Yeah, so we keep going back and forth, and I even did a survey up on the community post a long time ago. And I think like we had 80 or 90 votes, and 75% said Superman. But there's an argument both ways, and it just depends on the situation, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah, it depends on what you call magic, because Constantine said it best. Like, Superman can kill Constantine with heat vision.
Yeah.
But if he gets a spell off that can nullify Superman, it's done. Fight's over. Yeah. Shazam, same thing. You know? Oh, don't be sorry to ask.
Oh man, I'm just teasing you, dude. I love it.
I think that there's a great question to always ask, like, to gauge your friendship. Like, one of my friends said when he met me, he was like, I gotta ask you. He's like, name your 5 favorite superheroes that aren't like, and he took out like a bunch of the ones, and I was like, oh. So I went through like a bunch of heroes that he's like, you said Daredevil. That makes you freaking badass. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, why? You can go with like Batman, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. He's like, everybody goes for those. He's like, you went for Daredevil.
Yeah.
So
like, Superman can't drown, right? Because he can go into outer space and he doesn't need air to breathe.
If you tie kryptonite to him,
yeah,
or he gets a kryptonite piece lodged in him and he falls in a body of water, can't swim.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ways it can hurt. Hey, listen, dude. Everybody worships at the house of Vader, dude. I worship at the house of Kenobi. Obi-Wan. He's one of my favorite Jedi, and I mean that's his epitome of nemesis. So there was a funny rumor about him being that indestructible. That Margus made a razor that's like etched with kryptonite, so that it would not kill him, but it would be able for him to shave. Yeah. But he's also Kryptonian, since he's 100% Kryptonian, so he doesn't grow hair like the normal way. Because he doesn't age the same way. Like if you guys saw Batman Beyond, Superman looked like 40 and Batman was like 70.
Yeah.
So just don't forget that he is part Kryptonian. He is full Kryptonian.
If you're not with me, you're my enemy.
Hey, great line. That's a great movie line too. You
guys are going to be feuding now.
Oh, I love it. Hey, listen, I'll put a title on the line. We'll feud all day. We'll make a show about it. I'll get a little title belt with a figure of Obi-Wan or Superman holding a title belt. You get Darth Vader, hold the title belt, and we can battle it out.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool Darth Vader collection. One side of his room is just all Darth Vader and Star Wars stuff. So
it's pretty awesome. You like Joe's a little bit.
What's that?
I noticed you like Joe's just a little bit.
Oh, me?
Yeah, just you. A little bit.
Yeah. Joe's and Hulk. And
I love that collection.
All my Wolverines are down here. People can't see them, but they're all down here. I love this.
Oh, that is dope. Where did you get that?
It's first when I started collecting, I picked up a couple of these. Actually, no, not a couple, just this one.
Is that a custom?
I was thinking I had a few of them, but I didn't.
Dude, I want that Wolverine.
Oh, it's awesome.
Dope.
They're expensive now.
Is that the Yamaguchi ones or the
The Square Enix.
Yes, I remember those.
Oh my
Play
god.
Arts Kai. The Play Arts Kais.
Play Arts Kai, yeah.
That looks dope. If you don't want that, I'll take it. I mean, you don't look like you want it. You can't see it on camera. I mean, I got a beautiful spot next to my globe.
I got these old dudes too. I got
Wow.
tons of Wolverines. I love the 12-inch Marvel Legend line. Like these.
Oh wow. Those are classics though. A lot of people
Oh
have
yeah.
them.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Any technology sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from magic. That is an interesting logic, but I don't know how I could agree with that because technomancy, which is a tabletop role-playing game term, which was like magic that's mimicked by the effects of technology. Like I can make a fireball happen if I get like a gasoline, balloon and like hurl the thing and light it on fire, like a flamethrower or napalm. But if you actually have magic where you're pulling from etherealness, like Full Metal Alchemist, where you're getting nothing to sacrifice something to make something else happen, that's true magic. Like the poof. I'm a nerd like that. I play D&D. Come on now, I can argue that stuff like all day.
I can't.
To borrow a line from one of my favorite heroes, I can do this all day.
Yeah, I can do this all day. Awesome. So I was thinking, we talked about your weekly pickups and all that stuff. So
Yes.
What's your favorite line to collect now? We'll get back to the collection part of it because I don't want to keep you here all night, but I still have a few questions. What's your favorite line to collect right now? Like what gets you excited?
Honestly, what gets me excited is Spider-Man. For those of you that don't know, and if you follow me on Instagram, I have built at our new place a complete refocus of my collection. I got rid of a lot of stuff, but Spider-Man stuff really gets me going. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man. I'm very jealous because Chris, I know what he's going to pull out right now. The retro card stuff that I want, that I gotta wait for. That's the one I want. It'll be here in August. That's all I gotta wait. I gotta wait a few weeks and it'll be
I
here.
actually have two Ben Riley though. These
Can I
are
get
cool.
that? Can I get one?
What?
Can I get the other Ben
My
Riley?
son wants it. If my son didn't want it.
Give it to your kid. Give it to your kid. If he doesn't want it, I'll take it.
This is pretty badass too, though. The Electra.
That's the other figure I want because it goes perfect with my Daredevil.
Yeah, that looks sick. The thing is, though, with these retro cards, I don't open them up, but I think I'm going to have to.
You got to play with them. They look so cool. So yes, if I have to say, what gets me going, it's Spider-Man.
And this is from Algus. I know he's into the Black Series.
I got out of Black Series such a long time ago.
And I'm very selective of my Black Series. Usually I just focus on a lot of the Sith and probably, like you said, Obi-Wan. I'm a big fan of Obi-Wan as well. But primarily, usually, if there's any Sith that are released and they look cool looking, then I'll grab it.
Yeah, but Spider-Man's what gets me excited. I mean, I think it's the one biggest part of my collection. For those of you, again, that don't know, I love, if I were to tier my superheroes, my wife would probably say it right now. Spider-Man's number one. Yep. Batman and Captain America number two. Daredevil and I would say Daredevil and maybe Green Arrow and Flash sit at number 4 and 5 and 6.
Oh, okay.
So but Spider-Man, I think, especially because of Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He's my Spider-Man, and I love the movies. I have I'm looking at. I even try to organize my Spider-Man by the series that they're in. So I have one set of shelves right here that's literally video game. So everything that was in the Spider-Man video game, like the Miles Morales and Spider-Man, that's there. I have the Across the Spider-Verse up in the top.
Yeah.
I have the rest of the Spider-Verse, from Edge and everything else. And then I have Nendroids. For those of you that don't know, I love my little Nendroids.
They're cool.
Yeah, I
don't have any, but they are cool.
I have, Miles, Gwen, Penny Parker, and Tom Holland's Far From Home.
Yeah.
And they haven't made any other ones yet, but when they do, I will get the rest of them.
Just to show you my Spider-Man, it's they're all on the wall everywhere.
Wow. Carlos, man,
And
respect.
that's my Spider-Man collection there.
Yeah, I if I lifted the monitor up to show you guys would laugh because
It's a mess. Mine's a mess, but
it's so many, and I love them. Like I have the Toei Spider-Man. I've got, Iron Spider. I think I even have it on my desk here. Let me see. I have them here. Yeah, I got Mafex. So here's Mafex Gwen.
yeah,
Beautiful
I
figure.
don't have any Mafex yet.
Get into Mafex. If you if you want to really get me on something, I'll tell you now. If you're gonna make a move from Marvel Legends, go to Mafex.
Yeah,
A little bit more money, well
worth it though. I've heard a lot of good stuff about them.
This is Iron Spider with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
Mafex.
That's the Mafex?
This is the Mafex.
Oh, okay.
I have the Infinity Gauntlet in the box still. And I
want a Wolverine Mafex so bad.
How long have I had Mafex?
What's that?
What was the question?
Oh, I like to have Wolverine Mafex.
They did.
I don't know why I did this when I said Wolverine, but
you guys just talk, dude. It's okay. We're all nerds.
I can't say Wolverine without unleashing the claws, right? But
oh, he's saying an amateur. Okay, you're an amateur magician, and I don't believe in real magic, but I love reading comics and watching movies with magicians and wizards in them. Doctor Strange was really good. Constantine is. I love. My wife got it for me. I think it was last year when they made Page Puncher Constantine.
That's a nice figure.
That figure is the bomb. And if you didn't get the Mezco, which I did not, because my local comic shop got screwed with Mezco doing the delays, so all their pre-orders got canned, and they only had one, and it sold. So I didn't get to make it to the shop in time to get mine. So I missed out. But I got Page Puncher, which is just as good for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doctor Strange is. I like Doctor Strange a lot. I have, I think all the figures for Doctor Strange that they made. I even have the Defender Mezco in our. collection. So I do have an extensive Mezco collection. I have
maybe 15 to 20 tops for Mezco.
They're great. You need to have key figures. You need to have in that collection, folks. You need them. You need the Crow. Get one of the horror figures because they look really good.
Yes.
Batman from the Justice League movie. Hands down, the best Batman figure you're going to get. Sovereign Knight. People argue Sovereign Knight was just as good. I think that one's better for Batfleck. I have Aquaman. I have Spider-Man Far From Home. The non-PX exclusive. Captain Marvel. Who else do I have? Defender Strange. Iron Fist. And Daredevil Netflix.
T3 is here.
Hey, man, slap the taste out your mouth. Hey, Tay Archer, what's up?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
We're getting a lot of good people up here. We got all you good peoples, man. I love it. Yeah, Mafex are expensive, but my argument is this: do you rather have quantity of figures?
No,
this is quality.
Quality. Now, at first when I started collecting, it was quality. I was just trying to buy every single Marvel Legend I can get my hands on. Mm-hmm. And now, over the past, 5 or 6 years of me collecting, I have well over 1,000 figures. They're all in boxes and baggies, and they're pointless. There's no point in even having them. It's cool if you're trying to check off, if you have a checklist or a spreadsheet like I do, it's kind of cool when you can knock them off your list and stuff, but it serves no purpose.
It really does.
No, I've been wanting to sell for the past 2 years, and I just can't get around to it. But I would rather have 20 awesome figures on my shelf as opposed to 1,000 in boxes.
And that's what we're doing now. Since like I told you off stream, we have a cottage house.
Yeah.
So our house is significantly smaller, and in our old place, I had an office.
Yeah.
For myself, so I'm in the living room. So my desk protrudes out. My wife hates it, but she gives me my space. So I'm using the walls as my collection display.
Yeah.
So I can go up as high as I want. The thing is dusting it, putting it up there for display. But my kids love it. Rory will go over there. She loves Spider-Man. She'll be like, Papa, Spider-Man. And she loves seeing it. I know that when my mother-in-law came over, she's like, oh my God, you must really like that character. I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I've invested several $1,000s into this collection. Like I got a movie poster from across into the Spider-Verse up here. I have Across the Spider-Verse movie poster over there. You know, I'm trying to make it where my collection is actually out and about and I'm enjoying it versus just it being in a space where I can't really enjoy it.
Yeah. Like this is pretty much my space. That's it. So we come down over the stairs to our basement here and we have a laundry room and stuff. This little area used to be just like a little storage area. And I just put up some shelving and I got a desk here. That's it. That's all I got for space.
But dude, it looks good.
I keep it like separate from upstairs. You know what I mean?
Well, my wife is actually a collector of books, and she likes Disney. So the benefit is that if your partner, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, whatever folks that you live with, if they're into something just as much as you are, sharing that passion with them.
Oh yeah.
My wife is huge into Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. We got tons of Stitch stuff here in this house. My other daughter, big anime nerd. Her room, posters of anime stuff all over.
Yeah.
The little one, Baby Shark, Blue's Clues. Everything I can find to get my hands on.
Yeah.
That's for the kids. And it's when you share into that, it shows.
Yeah.
And I know you said it, like for you and your son, there's that love, there's something there. And I assume your daughter, you have that as well too. So it's a good feeling, man.
Yeah, she used to be into Legos and like Funko Pops and all that stuff. She doesn't really collect a whole lot now. She's 16, she kind of drift away from it a little bit. But my son, he's got so many action figures and all of his stuff is like upstairs. But I will enjoy his toys too.
What does he what besides? So I'm gonna hit you with a question. What else do you collect?
Me
Yes.
or him? Oh, me. Marvel Legends, Black Series, all your main stuff. G.I. Joe. My God. I do collect some NECA stuff. Big fan of Godzilla. Some wrestling stuff. I do model kits from time to time. I'm way behind on building mine. Mezcos. Just ordered my first hot toy. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, I'm kind of into everything, but I don't have any Mayfix. I have 3 or 4 SH Figure Arts. That's about it. Basically anything that's kind of in arm's reach, we'll say. I don't really order a lot of stuff online, but I do have a friend that's a supplier. So if there's anything he can get, then I'll pick it up.
So wait, when you say model kits, do you do Gunpla?
No, I don't know anything about Gundam or anything like that, but I'm going to get into putting them together. I don't know anything about the universe, but I'm so fascinated by how they look. I actually want to get into putting them together.
Our new member, Aaron, that just joined up, Cold Bane, he is huge into it. That's like his thing.
Oh, okay.
Talk to him, dude. He loves that stuff. I used to do Gunpla, but I don't know anything about it. Like that's his.
Yeah, I like them. I like them because they're already pre-painted and stuff. You can just kind of snap them together. Because if I got to sit down and paint stuff, it's going to get stressful. It's not as relaxing for me. I like the little model kits like these. This one's cool too, right?
Oh, that's dope.
But it's fun. Like you get a model kit, and once when it's all together, you have a fully articulated figure. So it's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone type deal. You have an awesome action figure, and you actually get to build it too. And I actually like building action figures.
Well, you're his joke that he made the other day about, Dre, get the figurized for those common
riders.
Oh yeah. Because I'm paying for convenience.
Yeah.
Because I know me, I'll break that and I'll be like, oh damn it, I broke it, and that's $80.
Yeah. I really like to get into the Haya toys, Godzilla stuff. Some of that stuff is amazing looking.
Haya is.
Unfortunately, the only thing I'm doing now, I'm actually going back and trying to collect and trying to pick up all the NECA Godzilla stuff. Now I think there's 21 in total, and I have like 8 or 9 of them, so I got a long way to go to get the full collection. But I do really want some Haya toy stuff, as a lot of that stuff is hard to find here in Canada. And if I have to pay shipping and all that stuff.
You have to pay. See, the worst thing is you guys got to pay shipping and then the tax on the shipping.
Oh my God, it's nuts. It's 15% tax here, right?
Yeah.
Plus your shipping, you're looking at $30. Because I wanted to get into Valaverse too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those Action Force toys are so cool, man, because I'm a big fan of G.I. Joe. But if it's going to cost me $50-$60 to get one.
Wait, so you just to get one figure, it's going to cost you?
Yeah, they're $49.99. They're $49.99, and then you have to pay $25 for shipping, right? But I think if you spend like 120 to 150 bucks, you get free shipping. But it's still a lot of like I'm on
You
a
still
tight
gotta pay
budget.
you gotta pay the tax on it when it gets up to Canada. So it's like you're screwed. That's not fair.
No, it's a pain in the ass. So unless my buddy can order it for me, I usually kind of stick by whatever he
Well,
can order, right?
and you have Amazon up there too. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
have you ever looked at the highest stuff on Amazon, because they have some really good stuff and deals on Amazon for high?
Yeah, on Amazon.ca, it's always like these third-party sellers, I guess it is, and the prices are jacked up.
Really? Wow.
For I'm almost positive with Amazon.ca. I can double check, but I haven't been able to find anything sensible, like sensibly priced at all.
I like what Carlos said. Just move to the States.
Yeah, I debated that so many times.
Dude, come to the Carolinas, dude.
Yeah,
You
I'll
got a
just
friend.
live on the border.
You got a friend in me.
Most of the people I talk to is down in the States, so it's
Hey, if your wife and you don't mind, move on down.
yeah.
Yeah, Colin is a big higher. He got into the high Judge Dredd, which are dope.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. The only Haya toys that I have are the Predators, the 3 3/4 inch Predators.
I can't do 3 3/4 anymore, but they're cool.
Oh, actually, I thought I still had them in the package, but they're around somewhere. I actually really like 3 3/4 over 6 inch. I don't know what it is. I think where I grew up on like retro G.I. Joes and stuff, like that was my go-to. And Ninja Turtles were like 4 inch, so I've always kind of gravitated towards the smaller figures. But yeah, I got a mess of everything, dude.
But you should see my desk. So Carlos wants to know how close you are to the U.S.
I don't know. 4-hour flight, maybe 3, 4. I'm not that far, but I don't know.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is my question to you. What if Collector Safe Space blows up so big that I decide to say, man, we get monetized, we do all this cool stuff. We make a convention. Would you come?
Yes.
See,
That's my dream. Man, like I would be tacky and say it's my dream, but I watch a lot of toy hunts and all that stuff, and see them going through all the conventions. And we have one little event here in St. John's, and it's okay, but seeing like all you guys and all the conventions, and oh my god, it's awesome. Be an awesome experience, to be honest.
Yeah, it's my wife. She's over there. They can see you. You can say hi. that's my boss, who I love very much.
I'm waving.
That's right, Chris. Hey, that's what I was telling you, that when he speaks, he has the Irish accent. Okay. And you hear Rory. That's her boss. She mad. She don't play.
It's funny. My accent comes out when I'm mad. When I'm just trying to talk, it's okay.
Oh, my wife, on my New York accent, she always tells me that my New York accent comes out when I'm around other New Yorkers. Whenever I'm around. Are they, hi, Miss Dre? Babe, you got a hi, Miss Dre.
Okay, She's like my wife. She has no interest at all.
No, she does. It's just she says she got to get back to the baby because the baby's going to drive her nuts.
Yeah.
That's because Rory will drive. See, it's funny. Since she works 5 days a week when she's teaching in school,
yeah,
weekends are where she's with her, and at night. Rory now has her all summer.
Oh, okay.
So Rory's like, Mommy, doesn't mess with me, but she missed my wife. So it's good. It's cool. I love seeing it. We're moving Chris and his family to the U.S. Folks,
yes,
we sort of GoFundMe.
Relocate. Everything's
hey,
flat.
There's a lot of houses around me. If it's always.
I've been looking, man, and to be completely honest, there's a few places where we're kind of looking, and the cost of housing in the States is way more manageable than here. Like a regular sized house here, you're looking at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
Wow, that's about what
in the States.
Yeah,
and it's like,
$250,000.
There's big houses in the States for like $300,000 or cheaper, right? And I'm like, wow, like we should move to the States. If I can get a job that pays well.
Bro, literally 25 minutes away in South Carolina from where we live right now, my friend who's a cop has a 5-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And the 5-bedroom house base costs $250,000.
That's not that's crazy.
2-car garage, beautiful lawn, 3-bathroom, 5-bedroom. He don't even need all that.
You would be lucky to get a trailer here for $250,000 to $300,000. Well, not $300,000. Like from $200,000 to $250,000, you're looking at a townhouse or a trailer type house. Like,
and that's outside of a major city, correct?
It's probably it's inside of the city. Like
really?
we're in the I actually live in the capital of Newfoundland.
Oh,
which is it's a city, but it's not like your type of city. I mean, with like
oh no, dude,
skyscrapers and all that stuff.
I'm from New York originally.
Yeah, so
I'm used to a big city where we live now.
City, but it's not a city compared to what you're used to at all, right?
Well, like I look at Toronto. Toronto's as close to like Montreal, Toronto. A lot of those are like very metropolitan. It's someplace that I would be like, oh, I'd fit in, but I don't really fit in anymore because I've lived so far away from it that I like the quiet suburb life.
Yeah, my daughter's actually been to Toronto, and it's funny because we call St. John's a city, but it's not a city. It's it's not a city.
But you happy where you are? Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's a nice place.
7 years ago, $180K. Wow.
Yeah.
And Hey Archer lives up in Massachusetts, so I know that for up there $600K, and that's what you're looking at, and that's in the city. And I have a bunch of my friends that live up there working banks. It's ridiculous. West Coast is full of earthquakes. There's earthquakes over there. You come live here, you ain't got no earthquakes. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's enough of us here on this side. He got Thick Picks and me live in the same state. So Steven and I live literally 3 hours away from each other. Luis, Darth LBJ, lives 3 hours south in Atlanta. LeBron lives near Atlanta, so they're 4 hours south. Yeah. Right there. You got four guys right there.
California. And you got T3 is over on the other side.
Yeah. Which I love you, Carlos. But California, I could never live there. I mean, all my friends have left. They've come this way. They've either moved to Texas, which that's even expensive in and of itself, and it's crazy. It is nuts, man. The housing market right now is nuts. We're like, we like this little house, but I told my wife, I said, if we bought this house outright and we were able to build, like we would dig out the back of the house, and I would love to build like an extra added larger office with a guest bedroom.
Yeah, that's never good.
See. Oh, you gotta love her. Her commentary. She'll come in and do this. Is what she does. Then the commentary and leave. She's a ninja. Like, I gotcha. California's cool, but Oregon's not anymore. It used to be the spot. About 10 years ago, Oregon was the state to move to. Now it's like, from what I'm hearing, it was Tennessee, Alabama, Iowa, a lot of the Midwest. So all those Midwestern states were like becoming the spots to move to because they're trying to draw people in. Yeah. Nobody wants to live there. It's all open lands in South Carolina. That's true. That's true. But Texas got good food though. You can't. I was in the airport. I got to go to the airport and the food was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can't mess with Utah. That's the other one I heard too. Utah's another good one. Colorado. I have no idea what I'm talking about. No, Carlos, you're right. I have no idea. None.
I would love to travel all through the states and stuff.
Dude, there's a lot of great spots to hit. Like if I were to tell you what like the major spots to go to, it would literally be go hit the corners. You go hit New York, Miami, or hit Orlando because you want to go to Disney. Then you go Miami's if it was you and your wife and not the kids, Miami. With the kids, Orlando. Then go over to like Houston, and then fly up into California, Washington State, and you get the best of everything. That's true. Tennessee, I said it. Tennessee has been. There's been job offers from several companies I've seen that are like looking to move remote workers to the state to work remotely just to live in Tennessee to help bring up their property taxes.
Well, you even hear now So, like, say you rent out a basement apartment, you're looking at anywhere from $900 to $1,100 a month
Woo-wee.
just to rent a basement apartment or a basement of a house.
That was what in New York. That's what I used to pay $1,500 for
Yeah.
a 1-bedroom basement apartment.
Yeah.
In a house in New
Yeah.
York. That's how much I
It's
paid.
crazy. Yeah. So
Now
we're
it's
not as bad as New York.
yeah, and look, and then look here in North Carolina. If I were to say, what we were paying $1,523, and we had a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-floor townhouse. But with me with rheumatoid arthritis, I couldn't go up the stairs, so literally it would suck.
Yeah.
But now we have all this land, $1,600, 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
I love it. I cannot go wrong. I have peace and quiet. Like I can literally open my door and just hear chirping of birds, buzzing of bugs, and no cars driving by. It's the best. It's the right. And it is true, Colin. It is cheaper to live in the Midwest. I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's just the way the world's going now, anyways.
Unless you move
It's
overseas.
a matter of time.
Go to Japan, you can get a free house. You get to renovate it yourself.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing inside of Tokyo. If you want to, that's like the dream for me. Go to Tokyo. I'd love to get one of those houses, buy it, renovate it. But I wouldn't want to live there. I just want to have it as a vacation home.
Yeah.
Travel, come there, eat, go to hit my spots in Tokyo, then fly back home.
It's definitely a fun experience, but it's too many people for me.
Oh, dude. So there's a convention here it's not in North Carolina, but it's in the States. Dragon Con is in Atlanta. It is probably one of the biggest fantasy pop culture conventions. Celebrities, everybody descends on it every year. I went with my roommate back in 2017. 125,000 attendees. I had anxiety because our hotel had we were in the Marriott, and when you looked at it, we were on the 18th floor.
Yeah.
They're all different cylinders, elevators. Dude, I was like, nope, can't do this convention again. My wife was like, oh, we should go. I'm like, nope.
I would be popping Ativan like Skittles.
Dude, I would have needed it. I'm not gonna lie, I drank a lot at that convention. And pass it on my bed.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just way too many people.
It is. It's a lot. Tokyo. It's New York to me. I get anxiety in New York. I had a panic attack last time I was up there. I was 40 years old. 5 years ago, I had a panic attack. I could not handle. And I'm funny. I'm a native New Yorker, born and raised there.
Yeah.
But I could not go back there to enjoy it because I was so. Ooh.
Yeah, my daughter's actually going to New York next year with a school trip, so she's pretty excited, and I'm jealous. I'm super jealous because it's one of those things. I think it's on everybody's bucket list. Unless you grow up there, then it's kind of just like your backyard and stuff. But for anybody that's never been there, it's like one of those places you just need to experience once.
You do,
and so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm happy for her.
Statue of Liberty, Freedom Plaza. My brother works there, actually. If she goes with her group, let me know. My little brother works as a security guard at Freedom Plaza. So he controls the observatory deck. He's been there for 3 years. He loves it.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It's awesome down there. I would not, if I were to go anywhere, I want to go to Seattle. I would love to go to Toronto. I've never been, but I'd love to go to Toronto. From all the Canadian shows I watched, I was like, man, this place looks dope. Man.
Yeah, I would like to go there too.
So
I haven't been anywhere. I don't travel at all.
Ativan,
y'all haters.
Hey, look, we love you. Just don't. California is nice. I'm not gonna say we have to make that as a stop on my Disney bucket list because the wife and I are crossing off all the Disney parks. So eventually, we have to go there for California Adventure and Disneyland.
Yeah.
But
it looks beautiful. I mean, you see it in movies and all that stuff, and I watch other people's toy hunts and stuff like that. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, it is, but the amount of money you're spending.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Are they haunted? I bet you they are.
Oh, definitely.
Those houses are definitely haunted, dude.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I'd live with it. I'd be like, yo, it's a selling point.
No,
Listen,
screw that.
ignore
That's where I tap out. That's where I'm getting my ass out of it. I'm not messing with that shit at all.
ignore Yuri. She just knocks on the wall a few times and asks you some
No,
questions. You answer her questions.
I'm
I
gone.
knock $50 off the rent.
I'm a coward. I don't mess with that crap at all. I'm peacing out.
So you believe in it?
What?
Do you believe in the paranormal? Things that cannot be explained.
Yes, I do, but I don't mess with it. I don't even talk about it. It freaks me out so much.
Wow.
I am a giant puss. I do not. I just don't mess with it.
I believe in the supernatural. I believe in things that cannot be explained.
Yep, for sure.
Because we'd be very, very foolish to believe that we're the only things on this planet, in this universe.
Do you believe in aliens?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, what about Carlos?
I think
we both know Carlos.
Yeah, it's I'm not like super into it, but I do think there's other life forms. Whether we encountered them or not, there's got to be something else out there other than us. Like we're not the only species in in the entire universe. There's got to be more to it.
There has to be, and if we don't ever if we looked at the microcosm of the universe and think that we're the macrocosm and we're the center of it, no, we're not.
Yeah.
There's been enough proof that there is life on Mars. And there's been proof that there's, on other planets that there was possibilities of things. And we're millions of years. We're specks of dust in the hourglass. As a historian, it's like I love to discuss those things because it's like, you really need to stop being so egotistical.
Yeah.
And I say this is the world to think that, we're humans. We're the only ones on the planet. Blah, 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 blah. Well, we haven't even explored this whole planet. Let's be real.
Yeah. It's funny. California is the first to get 98% of action figures first. And then Colin chimes in, 90% of them go to scalpers. Is Carlos a scalper? Is he one of those people? Is he a scalper?
Yes, he is. Oh, you heard last night, $50 for that Batman, but who's giving him clearance prices on the figures he wanted?
Yeah, if you never checked that out, Bill did a tour of Haunted Lunatic Asylum.
I definitely got to check that out.
I've seen bits and pieces, and I'm like, no, I'm out. I want to support Bill, but I'm out. I'm not.
I'll watch those. Oh, well, I'll watch it, Bill. I've seen a UFO broad daylight before, but I've never seen any kind of paranormal ghost. See, I believe in all that stuff, dude. Again, it's not tricks of the eye. It's not, we know what's more.
Yeah, when I was young, we were kind of stupid, and we kind of played around with some shit that we shouldn't have played around with. And I've experienced it. That's why I don't mess with it. I don't talk about it. I'm just, you know what? I'm done. Like,
so you're like, I know what's on the other side of that door.
I know what's out there, and I don't mess with the universe. Call me a coward. Call me what you will. I don't watch any paranormal movies. I'm just out of all of it. Like, I'm done. Like, I've experienced it. It's scary. It's scary, super scary shit. And I'm not playing with the universe. I'm done.
Hey, don't open Pandora's box.
No, I'm done. I don't care what anyone thinks of it. Do you like Josh Gates?
I'm gonna sound terrible.
Know who Josh Gates is.
Exactly. I'm terrible. I don't know who that is.
I'm surprised you don't know.
I mean, I'm surprised that I don't know. The name sounds familiar.
T3 scalps auto clearance. Now I'm kind of I'm not a scalper because I don't really sell, but I do buy up all the $5 figures.
Buying it up is not scalping. To me, scalping, it's where I would go say, take this.
Yeah.
And somebody buys it brand new, or I bought it brand new.
$5, sell it for 30.
And sell it for 30. That's
No, I don't do that. I just to me, it's a means to get more content for my channel. Now I'm super lazy with reviews and stuff, but I build up stuff pretty quick because it is $5. And when I do get time to do a review, I've got tons of content. Like right now, I'd say I got 250 figures still in boxes that I need to unbox and do reviews on.
Did you just say 250 figures?
I'd say at least still in boxes.
Let's see. I have the Kenny Omega Walmart exclusive Supreme. I have the Cody Rhodes Supreme Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
Still in box. I have the SH Figure Arts Nick Fury from Endgame. I have the Thanos from Endgame in the box as a figure arts. I think I would say maybe about 40. I have 30 to 40 ish.
Yeah, no, I've I don't know if you guys can see that closet right there. That's full of boxes, figures, and boxes. In the hallway alone, there's at least 40. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
Wow.
yeah, it's a big stack of them right there.
I saw the
And
stack.
then there's another stack right here. So it's quite a mess.
I feel you. I was nervous. Hey, Archer's like, what? 250. Great googly moogly.
It's funny because I started a channel just doing reviews only, and I'm so far from reviews now that it's I still do a scalar one, like 1 or 2 a week if possible, but I do not want to do reviews at all.
I think reviews are fun. Have you ever watched the ones I've done?
No,
If you haven't, I'm gonna take it personally.
No, I watch your lives and your unboxings and stuff like that.
If you ever get a chance, watch them. I learned a lot from people about how you like. One is like you should have the camera like down over the figure, which is I love doing it like that. I like having the camera down, and then I like having where it's just my hands in the picture, where you see me like opening the box.
Yeah,
I know ASMR people love that sort of stuff where they hear like the crinkling of the plastic and that sort of stuff. I think that's a fun way to do the review. And then I like to go into the knowledge of the character. Like there's a format to the process. And I think that you need to know those points. You got to hit like, don't tell me, oh, the same stuff that I can go learn about me buying the box.
Yeah.
Give me more. What about that character? Why did you buy that? Why is it in your collection? You know, that's why, again, like to bring it all back.
Yeah.
Why are we here? For your content, for you. I don't care about what, like you said, we can watch anybody else's channel.
Yeah.
But why am I here to watch Chris? Why am I here to watch you?
I think my format is pretty similar to how other people do theirs, but it's what I'm comfortable and what I like. I used to do the unboxings with the rattling of the plastic, but everybody, when you look at your analytics and stuff, everybody used to skip past that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I kind of stopped doing it. But I started doing shorts of me unboxing with just the music playing and just the process. And it seems like people like that. So I still film it, but I turn it into a short with music as opposed to me just kind of crinkling the plastic and stuff. But yeah, I don't get a lot of time to do reviews. So I usually do 2 shorts per figure. And I do the unboxing and then I do the actual review. And I know a lot of reviewers, they'll watch other people's reviews first. I don't watch anybody's reviews because I don't want their kind of opinions kind of floating over mine.
Like, hey, do you watch The Amazing or like Floosh?
I used to. When I started my channel and started doing reviews, I don't watch a whole lot of review channels anymore. I think I just had my fill of me doing it and kind of the editing process. I just zone out when other people review figures. Unless it's my friends that I want to support. But if I'm just going to sit down and just kind of watch entertainment for myself, I don't watch figure reviews anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because at this point, like, I hate to say it, I agree with you. It's like, I stop making them? Because I'm like, I just want to open a figure and play with it.
Yeah.
I really
now,
don't.
The other thing that I do that I'm not sure if anybody else do, I know that they take the figure out and kind of play around with it, get familiar with the figure. I unbox it, and what you're getting is the 100% honest opinion of it. And I don't take time to play around with it. I kind of learn about the figure as I'm going, which I don't know if it's a good thing, but to me, it's more honest because you're like, if I find something cool with the figure or kind of a cool feature, then it kind of comes off on camera as well. I will generally be excited when I open it up because I never played with it. You know what I mean? It's not something that I'm playing with like a couple hours beforehand. Like I'm taking it out and I'm super excited. There's times that my reviews are like 20 minutes and I just lose track while I'm doing a review because I'm so fascinated with the figure. I'm just kind of playing around posing it. I'm like, oh shit, man, I'm filming this right now. And then you kind of get back to it, but I do get sidetracked because I actually really love this stuff.
I do the same. I do exactly everything you're saying. I do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
What did Carlos say? Do you watch MCU Collector 24? I've heard the guy. I've never watched him.
I used to watch him. Yeah, I used to watch him. I think MCU Collector is awesome. He's very knowledgeable as well. You know what I mean? The Amazing is pretty good too. What what toy review channels do you watch?
If I watch any, I've watched The Amazing because he does a lot more of the style figure I collect.
Yeah, he does. Like he's pretty.
And he
mixes it up.
does it so well. Like, like he does the setup where you see the figure.
Yeah.
He poses it. He shows you
He takes awesome pictures too.
I know. I follow him on Instagram too. And I love him. So The Amazing's the number one I watch. The next one I would say would be Foosh. And Foosh I stopped watching because I feel like, again, he's in that Shartimus prime.
Yeah.
Like you're just so Hollywood that like you don't, you're doing it for money. You're not telling me like there's no enjoyment.
Yeah.
Like I want to see somebody play with it because they got it in their hands. They love it. Whether they have 1,000 subscribers, 20 subscribers, no subscribers to 10 million.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it, Yeah. That's how I like it.
I think Foosh, I think he generally likes the toys though. Like nothing against Shartimus and stuff like that, but he kind of goes through the motions of it. But I don't feel like I'm not saying anything bad. I don't want to be negative against any other YouTuber.
Yeah, exactly. We're not being negative, folks.
I'm not being negative, but it doesn't feel like he's got the passion for it, and it doesn't feel like he enjoys the toys as much as he used to. Maybe first when he started out, like it is. I guess it is his job, so he kind of views it a bit different. But I'm like, I don't know, man. The day that I'm not excited about reviewing a figure or playing with a figure, it's when I'm done.
Oh, dude.
I don't care what I make. I'm not in this for the money. Obviously, I do have a full-time job. It's always going to be in a hobby for me. I don't care how many subs I get.
I'm going to tell you, I 100% agree with you. I think the day this ever, and Carlos knows that this has happened to me.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, I've hit some points with YouTube and just the community and everything where I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
The day I played D&D with a group of guys in New York many when I was in college. And one of the guys said the best line ever. Said, the day something stops being fun is the day I stop doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have carried that through my life. And it's true. If I'm not messing with a group of friends that just doesn't work with me, I don't mess with you no more. I mean, I'll still be friends with you. I just don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah, I was ready to give it up multiple times. And then, like I said, I stumbled across this group. Well, actually, I was invited into the group, but I started talking to Phil or Yukon Phil. And then I started talking to Carlos and all that stuff, and now yourself. So you guys kind of draw me back into the YouTube.
It's not even the YouTube thing. Like we said, like I drew you in because I found you funny. You're humorous. You're a personality that I like talking to, and I talk to you every day. And that's how you build your friendships. Like you talk every day. There's that mutual love for the hobby. We help each other out by talking to each other to get each other the interests and point each other in the directions of what we're looking to do. And we're doing exactly what Colin said, and Carlos said it in the chat. We're doing exactly what we did a year ago. You're bringing it back to where it's just your friends hanging out, talking for a little bit, cracking jokes, and enjoying the toys, the hobby, whatever it is that you collect, folks. Collect what you love.
Yeah, when it gets to that point, it's oh my God, my brain's going. Carlos, my God, I forgot his name. Holy crap! I'm sorry,
Carlos. He forgot you.
I'm sorry.
They didn't forget Dre.
No, but it's been a long day. But yeah, once you do get paid to review something, then your credibility do go. It is out the window. It's I will take free stuff. So if anybody sends me free stuff, I will take it as long as you know that I'm going to tear it apart. If it needs, if it's a good product, it's a good product. I don't care. You're not getting a biased decision, or you're not getting a. I'm not going to praise it up if it's crap. I don't care if you send it to me or not. You know what I mean? I'll always be that way.
That's how I am too. I'm like, you can send me free stuff anytime you want.
Oh yeah, I'll take free stuff, and
I'll take a free product, but I will be as brutally honest with that free product because it's free. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
So
I will tell it. If I ever get to the point where someone sends me something, I will tell them. I'll take it. I'll review it.
Okay, let me use
not
it.
Getting...
Had I think 5,000 subscribers, right? And they were sending him stuff from Hasbro.
Yeah,
because of the people he knew. He was getting big boxes of Hasbro stuff, and I'm like, but you're a great cook. Yeah, you're like damn near 60, and you now he does his own thing, and he's separated himself from a lot of that. He doesn't collect Hot Toys. I feel like the collector community is so broad enough now that you know where to go. If you want to see 6-scale figures, Hot Toy collectors, the collectors to go to. Mythic Legions, the Cabal people to go talk to. We all know the right networks. And there's very few people now that cross-pollinate.
Yeah.
Very few people. Like Josh Pence was one of those. Cincy Nerd, I feel like, is the last standout of all of those people that, like, literally collects vintage to modern, sports memorabilia to everything, and does comic books and sprinkle that in there.
Yeah.
He's the only one left. Josh Pence doesn't do it no more. Big Dub doesn't do it anymore. They're very niche.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's helping people filter out and being able to find their voice.
Yeah.
For YouTube, which is a good thing, because you don't want to be like, I'm lost in the shuffle. I don't know who I am. You're not forgetting. See, if you're saying that as a joke, I'm gonna punch you in the face because you're not. The whole reason we started this is that nobody forgets who you are. You're always gonna be remembered. You're always gonna be you're only gonna be as good as the things you want to be left remembered for. Don't ever tell somebody that you're unforgettable. You're forgettable. Guess what?
I'm just bad with names, Carlos. I told you this a million times.
I know. You're not forgettable. We're just picking some of the big YouTuber names that we know. I could care less about them. I don't watch them. I watch you guys. You're fun. You're the content that gets me to want to do more. You're the ones that I do my afternoon lives. You're the ones that make me want to go be monetized. You're the ones that make me look for other people. So, you're not forgettable. Don't ever say that.
What was his name again?
That's an insult to yourself. What's your name again?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Who are you?
TW something? I don't know.
He something collects that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't like martial arts movies that pass Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he's from the West Coast somewhere. I know where he's from. I just don't remember his
earthquakes.
name.
Lots of earthquakes. Yeah. Well, oh man, this has been fun. I love it.
Oh yeah. No,
now I'm gonna flip the script on you. So now I've been on here. You not come see me.
Oh, anytime. I told you that.
I know we have to. So you and Phil and me, we have to do the three of us so we can chat, because I know. So I have a busy week. Obviously, Monday I have Monday of my afternoon interview, and I have Thursday an afternoon interview I'm doing, and then I have Tuesday. Carlos, we're all gonna be there for Carlos, because happy 1-year anniversary. Overgrown third grade podcasters, man. You gotta love it. Gotta love our podcasters. Those three dudes been busting their butt. Carlos is the hardest working man in forgettable show business. We gotta go there, man. You guys gotta go to his channel on Tuesday. He's doing a big. All of us are gonna be there. All of us are coming through. Of course, I don't like a script.
Yeah.
My wife laughs at me. She says that that's the reason why my boss didn't like me at the old job where I met her. She said, because you don't like to listen to people like tell you what to say. I don't. She gets mad at me. I listen to her because she's a woman.
I gotta listen to my wife too.
See, babe, look. See, that's how you know I love her. But yeah, I know you're kidding, Carlos. But honestly, y'all got to show up on Tuesday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I know there's giveaways too. So if y'all looking. Even, I hate to say this, even if you're looking for free stuff, which don't come for the free stuff, come for Carlos, because he's actually celebrating a big milestone. This to us is a big deal in our community.
Yeah, for sure.
You made it for a year and you're doing something, and he's being very successful at doing it. So I know we're all going to come and support him on that. And then a week later is my birthday, and we're going to be doing a big stream. No giveaways, but we're going to have some fun Kahoot. I have a Kahoot game I'm making.
Hopefully I'm not at work.
If you're at work, don't worry. You listen. I'll get you on the replay. I know.
Yeah, it's not the same though. I like being in the chat, and I like the interacting and stuff like that. Right?
It's gonna be okay. So I might pop on. Well, no, in the afternoon I will not pop on because I'm gonna be with my wife, because her birthday is July 17th, the day before mine. So we're gonna probably go to dinner and then movie knowledge king. I know. Thank you for the crown. I'll take a Burger King crown. Get me the Across the Spider-Verse Burger King crown. I will rock that on my head and say that I'm the movie knowledge king. I will share that. My wife's laughing. I will share that crown with Dave because Dave is the only other person, because he's my co-host, I got to share it with. Y'all need to come check that out.
I can't believe we made it to 2 hours. That's nuts. I was
know.
kind of concerned that we wouldn't keep it going long enough to get an hour because I usually aim for an hour.
Listen,
I know you got a gift for Gab, dude.
No, I got the gift to Gab, but you also are the gift of just making it easy.
I was gonna say, are you kidding? He talks too much. He could talk just an hour.
Everybody says he talks too much.
I know. I'm a New Yorker. I can't help it.
I love it, man. I love it. There's so much stuff that we talked about that I didn't even plan on talking about, and so much that I planned on talking about that we never even touched.
Look, but that always leaves an opportunity for us to have another show. That's how we have to look at it, dude. Opportunities always exist. I know right now with summer, it's a lot harder to get stuff in. Like, if you want to do this again, we should get Dave on. We'll bring Dave. I'll bring Dave. We bring Dave, and then we get him on, and all three of us can chit chat.
If we talk about movies, I'm going to be completely lost. We talk about toys, I can kind of hang in a little bit.
You're not a movie fan? Like a big movie fan?
I am, but I watch it, and that's it. I'm done with it. Like you guys were talking about the actors, the directors. Oh, my God. I watched a movie. I was like, yeah, that's a good movie. And then I'm done.
Hey!
Oh, my God.
You're killing it tonight. Bro, you guys have made it for him. I'm happy. Y'all, guys.
What's that, number 5?
That's number 5,
no, number
dude.
6? 5 or 6?
I think it might be 6.
Yeah, I think it's number 6. Wow.
Hey, I'm at D&D. How you're gonna be? I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, a tabletop game, at a store. Then I'll be back. When I'm driving home, I will be on the phone driving back to my house, 30 minutes, and I'll be on the show. So don't ever say I'm gonna be sitting there playing Fortnite when unless I was playing with my son.
Thanks, Malgus. I appreciate it, my friend. It's awesome. Malgus actually brings me figures to review. He actually brought.
Oh, Malgus, you're the one that brings him the figures? Oh,
Malgus and JB. He was on a few weeks ago. Two of them keep me going with figures. He dropped off this one, which is a Bad Batch Cad Bane. And this is an older figure, and it's super hard to find here. I don't know if it's hard to find in your neck of the woods. Yeah, but it's awesome. I've been wanting to take a look at these too.
Yeah, now
so, hopefully I'll get through those in the next day or so. But yeah, I mean, he supports the channel. He's been supportive from day one, along with Bill too. But yeah, 2 awesome figures. He's always keeping me going with figures, which I can pretty much stop buying stuff, and I'll have enough friends offering up figures to keep me going with reviews.
I wish. I honestly, the sad part is, like, I don't. When you with only having the one income in the house, I've been selling a lot on Mercari to try to balance out and help out. And my wife is really good with, especially like with my birthday. Like, like I don't ask for a whole lot. Like, I try not to. And she is getting me my Spider-Man stuff for my birthday. Those like not all those figures, but a good amount of them. And like I don't ever like asking my friends. Like I hate like when people say like, "What do you want? What do you want?" I'm like,
yeah.
What do I tell you? Like, I don't know. It's like there's so much, and honestly, I'd rather have an experience. Like, buy me a book, buy me something that you think I would like, or give me an experience. Like, give me something like this means more to me than an actual this.
Yeah,
because I remember this, and it's something that will carry on and builds our friendship, our relationship, and it's 100% means more to me. And that's why I always tell people, that's a better gift. I know my wife and you. I know. I got to get your address to send you a birthday card because your boy. Look what I did. Your boy got cards to send out birthday cards.
So Malgus says one last note. The only person who knows more about Star Wars than me is George Lucas himself. So
really,
he knows a lot.
Malgus, listen, Malgus, we're definitely gonna have to talk because I definitely one would love to argue anybody down, and you're always welcome on my channel, and you're welcome here. We could argue here, we could argue there. I have an AEW title belt. I will gladly hold up. I'll put a Star Wars helmet, Stormtrooper helmet on that sucker, and say I'm the champ. I'm 100% with that.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
so we're pushing 2 hours. All right. So a few more questions before we go.
Sure. Go ahead.
This is just I know we're filming and stuff like that, but it's my personal questions. Is what I'd like to know from people. Top 5 YouTubers, toy related.
Top 5 toy related YouTubers.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's be.
could be any type of content, just toy related.
I'm gonna go with Big Dub as number 5.
Yeah,
I think he does some cool when he. I like how he integrated his family into his stuff. Where like it's like his fiance collects, his daughter collects, he collects, and I love how they integrate that. Number 4, Cincy Nerd. I love, again, his family's involved. He himself, he's very personable. I've talked to him several times on Facebook, and I've gotten to know him a lot better through other friends mutually. And I was just talking to him myself. The Amazing. He is freaking fantastic. I love he does the great Mayfex reviews. He does amazing, just fun stuff with the figures that I would never see otherwise. Mike the Hunter. A big fan of Mike the Hunter. I know he's another California boy like Carlos. He's huge into Joe's, a young dude, but cares about his family, and he's starting to branch out from just not only his collectibles, but now he's doing like stop motion footage. He did like a whole movie with his G.I. Joes, which was hilarious. And my number 1, it's gonna sound weird. I don't have a number 1 because I don't really watch that many. I would say those are like the top 4 guys I always watch.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be in order, but 4 is good. 4 is good. All right, so 5. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be rated or in order. 5 non-toy related YouTube channels that you watch.
Oh, the top 5, I would say Jim Cornette's podcast. I love his wrestling news. WrestleMania, they're not as good. Screen Crush is funny because I love to hate him because he's always wrong on his stuff. But I love listening to him talk. Dungeon Dudes because I love D&D. And they're as boring as paint dry. And they're from Canada, which is like, I love them, but they're boring as hell. But they're great. And the last one would be the Everything. I think it's the Everything Adventures. Like they go out and they van life all over the U.S. Okay. I love watching where they've traveled to and where they go to. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I watched someone pretty similar, RV Life with Adrian Ruth. So they're in the States too, and they travel everywhere. They live in a motorhome, and they just go all over the States. And I kind of live vicariously through them because I don't get to travel. So, yeah, those type of channels are pretty. They're fun, relaxing.
And there's one more, Tim Tracker. He's in Orlando, Florida, and I've met him. And I found him like several years ago when I went to Disney. And I love watching his Disney content because I'm a big Disney fan. So when we went, we were able to like pick. I actually went and got my head shaved and beard trimmed at the same guy who took care of him.
Oh, okay.
The same place. So the artist shaving, they were like, yeah, I know Tim Tracker. Yeah, he comes in here. He was here yesterday. I was like, oh, crap. I just missed him by a day. But it was cool.
All right. Favorite movie of all time. Doesn't need to be like, comic book related or anything like that. Superhero, just favorite movie of all time. I know you're a big movie guy, and it's going to be a tough decision.
Favorite movie of all time that I can rewatch. I can rewatch, or just
just your go-to movie, like one of your favorite movies of all time.
It's gonna be. There's so many. I have to like go through. I will probably say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, cool. My wife's favorite. One of my wife's favorite movies.
I love the music. I love the characters. It's my all-time favorite Disney movie.
And are you into music? You listen to music at all?
Yep.
Favorite band of all time?
Oh God, that's a tough one because there's depends. Carlos Santana, because I got to see him play live in New York. I think he's freaking fantastic. He's for American music. For if I go Japanese music, Takanori Nishikawa, which is TM Revolution, got to see him play live and sit front row at his concert. That was freaking amazing. Baby Metal, Duran Gray, big J rock bands. But yeah, I would say if it's more of a like pop music, like Whitney Houston, I like Daz Effects, like rap music. I like. There's so many different stuff. But
yeah.
Carlos Santana, hands down, it's like my go-to.
Cool. And last question: top favorite action figures that you own currently in your collection,
Top,
modern or vintage?
how many?
5.
5? Okay. On my desk currently, this would be number 5, the Mock Chaser.
Yep.
Just because I love this figure. I didn't own it. I loved it in the show. My number 4, Cody Rhodes Ultimate. I think it was the first Ultimate I got, and I like Cody Rhodes as a wrestler. Number 3. Now I have to look at Spider-Man here, because I know Spider-Man's going to definitely be in the top 3. The Miles Morales video game Gamerverse one, that came out, translucent GameStop exclusive.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That one's dope because we got the hand effects with the lightning, which you could use on the regular figure. The Gamerverse Spider-Man, because Carlos just posted a picture about it today, and I think that if you were to look at the 2 body scales for the new one and the old one, they're beautiful. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man figures. And number 1 would be the Sentinel Miles from Into the Spider-Man.
Awesome.
No grade. It's showgirls. Hey, I'm trying to keep it clean. It's a family channel.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you stopping by.
Anytime, dude. I love it.
It was a fun experience, man. I knew it was going to be fun. I was looking forward to it. Kind of picking your brain and just trying to get to know you a little bit better too. It's one thing talking in the chat, but when you talk one-on-one like this and interact with people in the chat too, it's an awesome experience. Probably my favorite thing about YouTube so far.
It is. That's the best part about the YouTube experience is that we have this.
So thanks again for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that watched it. Thanks to everybody that catches the replay. I appreciate all the super chats. You guys made me so dang happy. It's just fun, man. It's just cool experience. I love it. So yeah, I mean, it means a lot. It really does. It means a lot when you guys view, but that little bit extra. I was having a crappy week, and oddly enough, something like this actually puts a smile on my face. I've been pretty much smiling ever since. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hit that like button. Check out Dre's channel. And we'll see y'all next week. I'm not sure if I have anybody lined up for next week or not. I'm sure if I hit up the group, I can kind of scrape.
Talk to Dave. Get Dave. He'll come through. He'll make the time.
Yeah,
we've been live for a minute, and we love it.
It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So
we were going for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah,
usually I try to.
I'm an overachiever, folks.
It's awesome. You did all the work, man.
Oh no, please. I feel. Listen, guys. Of all things, I got to thank my brother Chris here. He has given me such confidence and motivated me that guys like Carlos and Dave I talk to every day, Chris I talk to every day. You can't beat having friends like that build you up and talk to you and motivate you to want to do more and do the fun stuff we do here. So, Carlos, get Carlos on here next week.
I got to get Carlos on at some point.
Carlos, next Saturday, you're going to come on the show. It's your anniversary. You have to now follow that anniversary stream.
I got to get Carlos on. He's definitely one of the guys.
You're going to shout him out. Make it happen now.
And Carlos. I want to get EC Collecting on too. I asked if anybody wanted to pop on. He said that he wouldn't mind popping on too. Hopefully he didn't change his mind.
Oh, he won't. Colin is dude. Have you seen his stuff in his collection?
I've seen bits and pieces. Yeah, I got to sit down and actually go through his content. But just from the group chat and all that stuff, he seems like a great guy, and he definitely knows his stuff. And I like where he's going with a lot of his content too. He's one type of person.
Chris, he said it. When's my turn?
Yeah.
Saturday, July 15th is your turn. Get in the hot seat.
Man collects his great stream. I hate that I missed a lot of it. There's always replay.
Watch the replay, buddy. You'll have fun.
I appreciate you stopping by. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up. As always, keep collecting. Stay safe. Go buy some toys.
Peace, y'all.